Welcome back, friends, to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G right now.
It's so nice to meet you, Gigi.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Congratulations on all your success.
Super Channel
Welcome back, friends, to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G. Look how absolutely incredible this new worthy Captain America looks. It's a Wal-Mart exclusive, and it looks absolutely amazing. And we're trying to get some really cool action poses right here about how he's battling Thanos in Avengers Endgame, and I'm super excited. And let me tell you, we've been looking for this figure for forever. So now that we found our very first one today, we bought like a trillion of them. And so that being said, we're gonna get them posed. We're gonna get a couple shots in here, and let's take here's the other head. Let's see just how incredible this is. Let's review this awesome figure, and without any further ado, so guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below, hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah, let us know where in the world you're watching from. So guys, why don't we go ahead and get started right now.
It's so nice to meet you, Gigi.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Congratulations on all your success.
Super Channel G.
Hey friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Look what we have here today. We have the amazing Captain America from Avengers Infinity War. This is the worthy Captain America who has Mjolnir, right? Because he's able to wield that. And I can't tell you how excited I am to finally get my hands on him. So excited that I bought what seems like everyone I could find. And we've been looking at Walmart, because this is a Walmart exclusive, for months and months, and finally was able to get my hands on one. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right on in and check out just how incredible this figure is. It's got great detail. Look at this great paint. Now, obviously, if you've seen the movie, there's a couple of details that I would like to be even more movie accurate, but nonetheless, this is an absolutely outstanding figure. Let's take a closer look at the box. And so because it was from Walmart, we were able to get him for, man, I think it was even on sale for like $16.82, something like that, something crazy like that, because Marvel Legends or Walmart are typically like 18 bucks. But look at this beautiful artwork. This just package is just absolutely outstanding. We have everything except where it says Endgame, because these series were created before they even released the name of what the Avengers Endgame, what that Avengers 4 would be called, Endgame, in other words. So let's take a look at what it says back here. Look at this beautiful artwork right here, and it kind of fades into this blue right here. But it says, Captain America, Steve Rogers prepares for the ultimate battle to save the universe and channels all of his strength as Captain America. And it really doesn't tell you like a whole lot beyond that. And they even sort of hid Mjolnir here so you wouldn't right away see it. But let's jump right on in and take a closer look. Set this right on out. Again, look at this beautiful bursting A right there. And let's get him right on out of here. Look at this. It's absolutely fantastic. So look. What in the world? I think we were pretty much already expecting that to be there. And I have a little bit of a blemish on mine. Nonetheless, beautiful Mjolnir. Look at that. With the soft plastic right here. That's absolutely outstanding. Let's get these two last parts out. Of course, that's our figure and his head sculpt. His extra head sculpt, because, yeah, that's awesome. Captain America head. And, alright, let's take a closer look here. So, let's actually zoom on in pretty well. Get closer here. So take a look at this awesome head sculpt right here with his helmet. Ooh, looks like mine's a little further off the ear than we would have liked, but I'm assuming that's supposed to touch there. We'll have to take a look at one of the other figures we got. But nonetheless, overall, looks absolutely great. Just think it could have been nice if it came down a little further on that part. Alright, whatever. Let's see how far back the head goes. And the head goes only so far forward and so far back because it is restricted by that. It does turn well, and man, look how great that looks. Let's even zoom in here. Look at that. Look at those awesome eyes. Such a great job on this. Okay, look at the scale suit. Doesn't that look awesome? And then of course he ab crunches extremely well. Look at that. Back and forth, and it's nice solid ab crunch right there. He does turn at the waist, and this belt is kind of free-flowing, but it's pretty sturdy. Let's see. Let's see. This is softer plastic, and so that he can move his shoulder up. It does come up like that, so just keep that in mind. And make sure you don't crack that off. Shoulders move pretty well, pretty smooth. Look at that awesome Avengers symbol right there. Great paint application. Let's see the double joints. Don't bring the arms further in than a little bit more than a 90-degree angle. Let's see, this arm's a little looser than the other one, but it still extends to basically fully extended. Moves above the bicep. Look at this big straight line joint on there. Okay, let's see this arm. I wish he had more hand accessories, but he doesn't. These are ones you can definitely switch out with another Captain America figure. His wrist goes up and down sideways like this and around, and this one goes back and forth versus the side to side this way. Of course, both wrists do turn that way, and so far it's a great figure. Let's see, we move in the upper part of the thigh. We do have pretty good hip joints right there. He's got pretty decent knee joint right there. It's nice and solid and chunky. Let's see. Same thing both sides, just kind of like a mirror image. Look at his texture on the pants, obviously, not on the top of the suit. And then we got the little bit of red right there on the side. I'm not a big fan of the leg moving anywhere near the shin, so that's unfortunate. But either way, boot looks great, leg looks great. Look at those straps. And we got some outstanding ankle articulation. Of course, it's clicking, which is interesting. Look at that. Not used to that clicking that way. Let's see if both boots do it. Well, this one's not even moving. Ooh, this one's got kind of a stuck foot. Ooh, unfortunately. I mean, maybe I just got a dud. This one moved like real clicky. And this one's not even moving at all. Ooh. So, oh wow. Alright, so let's see if we can get them posed up pretty well. Let's put, I guess we can, well, let's take a look at the shield. Obviously, the point of the star needs to be up, because if you have it upside down, it's pointing down, so there's only one real way to have it make sure it's pointing up. And I really like the paint job that they did here. Got it all scuffed up, as if we had Thanos like, right? So that's cool. It'd been even neater if it was like cracked down like this, which we can obviously do ourselves. And then again, here's Mjolnir. I don't know where I'm out of focus. There we are. Perfect. So let's put that right here in his hand. Just roll that right in there. And too bad we can't push his head all that far back. can do that. We can definitely lean his arm forward that way. There we go. And let's bend his knee and his leg up. Got decent hip joints right there. And I'm not liking the way this is moving here, but I can live with that. And let's take a look at this other head sculpt right here real quick before we dive that far into that. Alright. Look how cool that looks. Nice job on the hair. This is a great head sculpt right here, so that looks awesome. That's the way the hairline is right here. I would have liked the mask to have, the helmet to have gone like that for our Captain Steve Rogers right here. But in any event, let's put this right here. And let's just put this around. See if we can even fit it. I mean, when push comes to shove, we can definitely just take the hand off the wrist. So let's pinch that a little bit. Whatever. Let's just do it like that. There we are. Just pop that on that way. There we go. Bring this out this way. Sorry, I went off camera for a moment. I was really trying to make sure I got it. And there we are. Okay. Let's see. Where's he loose? Right here on his ab crunch. He's a little looser there than I hoped he would be. Let's see if we can get him to stand. Oh, it's the knee. It's a little loose right there. All right. So that's pretty good. And so that looks pretty awesome, actually. I'm really digging the way that looks. Look at that. So, yeah, I'm really liking the way that looks. Hopefully you enjoy it too. I'm sure there's a couple other awesome poses we can get. And let's see, Thanos just kind of looking around. And so, let's see what kind of awesome pose we can get here. Give me just a second, guys. Well, that's already kind of cool. That way we don't see that he's wearing the Infinity Gauntlet. So that's really cool. Look at that. Let's see if we can zoom in on Cap right there. Okay, cool. So I'll take a couple of action shots still. And yep. And that might be it for today, but man, this is a great pickup. I'm super excited about this one. And we can finally get our entire Marvel Legends waves. Look how cool that looks. Let's see if I can get this all in the same shot. There we go. I want to take some more action shots, but guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it to get notified every time we have a new video come up. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah, let us know where in the world you're watching from. And once you're done with this video, please head back to our YouTube channel and check out some more of our wonderful, wonderful videos that we love to share with you. So guys, until next time, thanks for watching Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G. Peace. Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G. Look how unbelievably amazing these action figures look. These Marvel Legends Wave 3 from Hasbro for Avengers Endgame. And of course there's some Infinity War thrown in here and some Civil War, and you get the point. But let me tell you, these are absolutely amazing, and I'm going to say it like a million times. This is probably one of my favorite, if not favorite waves ever. Marvel Legends. That's a big ever. So guys, you're not going to want to miss this. So if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah, give us a big thumbs up and share this with everyone who you think would enjoy watching it. So we're about to unbox and review these right about now.
It's so nice to meet you, Gigi.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Congratulations on all your success.
All right, friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Again, we are taking a look at these Avengers Endgame Wave 3 action figures. These are Marvel Legends, of course, by Hasbro. And I can't tell you how excited I am to take a look at these. And I'm going to be honest, this already looks like one of my favorite sets of all time. They're just so incredible. This is the Build-A-Figure Thor, also known as Bro Thor, Fat Thor, whatever. I'm excited about that. And let's take a look to see who is in this set that makes this Build-A-Figure right here, right? So it's Iron Patriot, Captain America, Heimdall, Iron Man, Mark 85, Valkyrie, and Marvel's Vision. And man, look how great these all look. Look at how this awesome Build-A-Figure is gonna look. And man, what an incredible ensemble of characters to have. So excited. And every single one of them is from the movie. Well, not necessarily from that movie, but from the Avengers last two movies, because this is, of course, from Endgame. Well, this is from the first Avengers and Endgame. Infinity War, and, of course, Endgame, and Infinity War, but also Civil War. So, anyway, really excited about this. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's not waste any more time. Not that we're wasting time. We're just so excited to get down to it. So, should we go in order, or should we jump right on in, right? I say let's, man, because I want to do this Iron Man so bad. Let's go ahead and go in order, or maybe not. Well, either way, let's just jump in and get Iron Patriot. He's the first one right here, and look how incredible he looks. He looks absolutely amazing. And you know, I'll be honest, the first time I saw Avengers Endgame, opening night, I didn't even really catch that when he came out from underneath the rubble, that his suit had all this cool paint job on it. It was so dark that I just thought he was glowing a little bit, but didn't even catch that until the second time I watched it. But man, is this suit amazing. And look at this beautiful artwork. Now obviously this is very similar to the one we already have, but the paint is so different. Look at that. Barely even noticed that leg right there that kind of just fades into there. So amazing action figure. It comes with 2 Thor heads. That sounds cool, and it's so amazing that we have 2 heads, so I'm excited about that. Let's get them open. Let's take a look, and the art is just unreal. And let's see. So he comes with, of course, Thor's head, and it comes with 2 sets. And let's see look at this beautiful artwork. Let's see what it says back here. It says, Iron Patriot, proud and powerful. The Iron Patriot is heavily armed, high-tech, and ready for battle. Let's get them open. Let's take a look at how incredible this Iron Patriot is. Obviously, for those of you not familiar, it is just War Machine, but with the red, white, and blue going. And man, look at this amazing, just absolutely amazing suit and accessories. Let's get these out. I'm already wanting to jump into that. You know what? And I'm getting way ahead of myself, because that's not the order we usually go in. Let's take a look at these Build-A-Figure pieces right here. That's the order we go in, and we'll dive right into that. So look at this awesome Thor's head right here. This is with the glasses, right? With the shades, and they're like, is he asleep? And they're like, I think he's dead. And they were just laughing because he was passed out in the chair. Here's the other head. Let's see if the face is very much different. Probably the same one, they just added permanent glasses. And then he's got a little bit of artifact right here. I'm gonna have to kind of scrape that off. See that right there? Let's scrape that off. Anyway, we'll use a X-Acto knife at some point and get that cleaned off. But man, look at that. Super cool. He doesn't have the braid or anything in this because this is prior to him that happening. So, alright. And let's get our War Machine Iron Patriot out of here. And man, does he look absolutely phenomenal. So, set this aside over here too. And man, he looks bulky, he looks mean, he looks strong, and yeah, buddy, I think we have a little bit of paint chipped off right there. But nonetheless, look at this beautiful sculpt. Let's just dive right in. Look at this. Okay, so this is soft plastic right here. Looked hard, but it's not. And that way we can also move the arms up and down like that. Okay, so head articulation. Doesn't move too far back because of that. Moves not too far down because of that, but definitely turns enough and pivots like that. So that looks great. Look at that. So I'm really, really digging that. Arms go all the way around. And they come pretty far back considering this gets pushed in right there. So let's see. It does not turn. Oh, it does turn at the bicep. It's just so bulky. Look at that. It does turn there. Cool. We have a single joint right here at the elbow, but it's going to hit right there, so it can't come any further in than that. But man, look at that. Of course, I have some paint chipping in a lot of different places, but look at that firepower right there, and let's take a look. The wrists go back and forth really far in and out that way, and so that looks great. This hand's kind of open, so it's a little different than that one. It definitely extends straight out, so that looks great. Well, I guess not straight on his body, but the elbow extends straight out. Look at this awesome crunch that we got going on right here. It's at the rib cage, but man, look at that great articulation. We do not move at the waist, and look at this beautiful, beautiful detail. The color on him, I love the way it's almost like this liquid metallic blue. It just almost translucent almost. It's not, but it gives that feel that it is. You know what? Maybe it is, because look. You can see through it. So it is. Wow, that's how I got that effect. Okay, we got this awesome chunky knee joint. It's nice and tight right there and still is able to move. It looks like a double joint at the knee. And look at all this armor just coming, you know. Just looks so unreal. Look at these boots right here. And you know what? It's actually looser than I thought here, but it does pose well. So, I mean, it's not as strong a joint as I would have thought, is what I meant to say. So, let's see what we can get here. And man. Alright, so I'm going to assume this goes here. Boom. This goes here. Boom. And let's get these two really outstanding weapons right here. Right? Look at that. And this right here. So he does look a little bit different than the War Machine we got going. But look at that. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. Let's see, he's a little top heavy, obviously. So how does that look? Doesn't that look absolutely bonkers? Sorry, I was taking a picture right there. He looks absolutely amazing. So, didn't realize I was so zoomed in. Look at that. Man, it looks so great. Alright. What do you say we move on to our next action figure? Man, I just can't even get over this War Machine still, this Iron Patriot. So we'll set him right over here. Hopefully he doesn't fall over. There we go. Okay. Oops. Let's straighten out his foot, and I think that'll help. There we go. That looks so great. Just leaning over. Anyway, all right. Let's move on. Let's see who we got next. All right. Which next we have Captain America, and it says Avengers Endgame, and of course he did come out in Avengers Endgame, but this is the one from the Battle of New York, which is the very first Captain America, at least from the Avengers movies, from the first Avengers movie, or the Battle of New York. And what's interesting is this is pretty accurate, this art right here, except in the first movie he had his ears covered, so that's something that gives it away. And even in this action figure, I believe his ears are covered, so that's the only part that's kind of inaccurate right there, as far as I can tell just looking at it. But man, look at this beautiful package. It comes with Thor's right arm, Captain America, and his shield, and this is so cool from the part of the movie where he was fighting the new Captain America, right? Well, not new, but the modern Captain America, who's gone through so much after the Secret Avengers and Wakanda, Battle for Wakanda, and so on, you know? Alright. So let's set this aside. And let's take a look at Thor's arm here. So that looks cool. And I was like, what's wrong with his hand? But it's a glove. Got kind of that hobo glove. Alright, set that aside. And then the shield is pretty standard to what we get. It's either usually this one or the one that has a little part popping out like that. So and then we'll set that aside. This cap. Alright. And man, let me tell you, he looks absolutely great. So take a look at this. Very much so like the movie. And look at his piercing blue eyes. Look at the sculpt in the helmet. This looks so great. Look at that. The detail. I love the sculpt. Look at that. The color. I'm like, why is that protruding so much? It looks a little odd, but nonetheless. So, okay. He moves right here in the high part of his rib cage. Let's see the arms. Wow, okay, they have some pretty good articulation right there. You know what? I think I skipped the head. So the head doesn't go too far down because of that. Let's see. I guess we can't. Maybe we can. There we go. It was about that far back, which is pretty good. Let's see how far forward we can go. I guess that's it. We can tilt it a little bit. We can turn pretty well. And let's see. It clicks on the shoulder when we pull it out, but not around. It's smooth that way. Moves in the high part of the bicep. Alright, let's see. We got a double joint right here, but it's looser on this one because when I move it, only that one's moving. So I wonder if I can support it so I can move the... Oh no, look, see how it's starting to push out. So I'm not going to mess with that too much as long as I can move it to there. Which is a little bit more than 90 degrees, but it would have been nice for it to come in a little bit more. This one does move in a lot better. You see that? And it moves right here also. Cool. Right here on the forearm. And then let's see. Oh, because the wrist doesn't turn. That's something to note. It's very notable. Very noteworthy. And I can't get that to move, but nonetheless. So this turns here, not at the wrist, which is kind of unique to most Marvel Legends. Let's see, this is loose. Well, not loose, but I guess it's not permanently affixed. And he does not move at the waist. Let's see. What in the world? This is definitely different than what we're used to. Because those joints are just solid stuck in there. Look at that. So what about if he wants to move his leg forward? What do we do there? Does his leg move forward? Okay, it should. So look at that. Alright. I guess this is more like a old Toy Biz Marvel Legends with the way that's moving. It's supposed to move back and forth, but it is not. So let me see. We have that there, that there. Alright, well nonetheless, so that's gonna take a little getting used to. We got double joints right here at the knees, and they move nice and solid. Let's see. They move really good right here at the ankle. Look at those boots. Look at that. Cool. And they pivot really well. Look at that. So that looks absolutely outstanding. Look at the detail on that. I'm really digging that. There we go. This is such a great looking figure. And, you know, too bad I can't put this right here on his back. That would look really cool. But, we can definitely have him carry his shield by applying this right in there. And that right in there. Let's pull that out. There we go. Tell me that doesn't look absolutely amazing. We'll just have him stand pretty tall. There we go. And let's put his chin a little bit up. There we go. We don't need anything super spectacular. We just need him standing strong. Look at that. There we go. There's something very simple and yet be a strong stance. How's that? Look at that. There we are. Looks absolutely amazing. Look at that. One more time. Alright. I say we move on. Let's put him right here. And man, that's starting to look really patriotic over there. Cool, right? Awesome. Let's move on. Let's see what we got. And next is Heimdall. And this is Avengers Infinity War, of course, because I'm sure you've seen. Of course, you have to know that he died when teleporting Hulk back to Earth so he can warn of Thanos' coming. And man, great artwork right here. Look how amazing this looks. Even though it has the Avengers logo from Endgame, we know that it's just because of the Avengers. It looks so cool. Look at that. Wow. And I just realized I don't think I read Captain America right up. Let me see. Hold on. So my bad, guys. If I didn't, look at this beautiful art. Let me read it real quick before I move on. It says, Captain America, the all-American hero, Captain America charges into the battle for justice. So, forgive me. This is 2. He comes with the right arm of Thor. And I got a little overzealous. And let's read what it says for Heimdall. It looks absolutely amazing. So let's take a look right here. Let's zoom right on it. And it says, Heimdall, guardian of the Bifrost Bridge. Heimdall uses his all-seeing eyes to protect Asgard at all costs. Cool. It's great. I can't say enough how amazing this artwork is right here. And he comes with one of the legs of Thor. Number 3, so it's the left leg. Not that which leg really matters, but let's get him on out. Get him right out of there. Look how great this looks. Take a look at that. Boom. This Crocs or cool. I forgot about that. Bifrost sword out. I'm pretty sure there's another name for it besides just Bifrost sword. Just that isn't coming to me right now. I don't remember because they all have those really fancy Norway type names. But anywho, all right. Look at that with his yellow eyes. Doesn't that look awesome? Got a little bit of stuff we need to scrape off there, but cool. Look at his hair. That looks absolutely amazing. And let's see. Got some pretty good head articulation. This hair is just soft enough to keep it moving when we articulate the head. I guess this would come off. We'd have to pop the head off. Oh, look, he's even got a cut right there. Interesting. So we got a hood, but it's permanently attached. So this is still soft. And looks good here. You know what? I'm gonna pop the head off just so we can remove this and take a look at our figure here. Wow! There's even details that we couldn't see. So let's pop this on here. And let's take a look at our figure. And it looks really cool. Look at this. This isn't even permanently attached. It's just, of course, hanging from his shoulder. Look at this. Okay, so really cool body sculpt. The arms have great articulation that move smoothly. Both of them moves in the high part of the bicep. We have double joints at the elbow, and look, his arm's able to come in really well. The wrist moves back and forth and around, both of them, and this one goes back and forth like this because it's a sword. I love the detail right here on this utility part that's hanging from right here. Look at that. That looks great. He does not move at the waist. Looks like he does, but he doesn't, I guess. Looks like he would. No, I'm not gonna force it if he's not, but it looks like he would. But anyway, he moves right here where it would be underneath his rib cage. He's got really cool cuts to make him look like battle worn, and then double joints right here at the knees. I think it actually has great articulation at the legs. Look at his pants and boots. There we go, look at that. And then we have some really great articulation here. Oh, there we go. At the ankles. This looks great all around. Look at that. Okay. And of course, Bifrost sword. Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? That looks great. Of course, we already have this like 3 different times. This being the 3rd. Let's put this arm back down. Let's put this back over. And let's get his head right here. And there we are. And we can definitely have, oop, wow, look at that. Let's see if we can just slide this right on in there. And that part definitely looks large and in charge. Let's bring that down like this. Let's bring this leg in so it's less awkwardly sticking out like that. And there we are. So that looks absolutely great. Look at that. It looks absolutely amazing. And let's set him up right on over here. Take a look at that. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Already an amazing set. Look at that. Okay. So let's move on. And let me not forget to read the write-up on this next one. Okay. And next we have, oh yeah, I'm not gonna forget this one. Iron Man Mark 85. I don't know if I accidentally said 50 at all, because the 50 is amazing. And I forget my Roman numerals. This is 50 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5. That's how we get 85. So this, I've been waiting to open this one forever. And of like all the suits, you know what, I love the 50, but this 85 definitely takes the taco. So this comes with the other arm for Thor. And look at this beautiful artwork. Just such a great suit, and the powers for it were just so amazing. And look, comes with the Stark Gauntlet and an additional hand right there for Thor. So just so amazing. This is an amazing action figure. So even without opening, I can tell that. So let's read what it says right here. And it says, Iron Man Mark 85. Tony Stark gears up in his highly advanced Mark 85 armor. So I will say this. We've read a few of these already. They've been like one-liners. I'm a little disappointed because whoever normally writes these must have taken the night off and they just did they said just something obvious. It may as well have said, Iron Man Mark 85. Tony Stark is Iron Man. And really nothing else. So, alright. Let's get them out and let's take a look. And let me start with this. Ooh, that was kind of caught me off guard. Wow, okay, because this is to replace the Hulk hand. Okay. So that was just sitting in there. Well, that's good to know. And, obviously I don't want to get it stuck in there, but that way I can at least have it seem like it's a glove. Look at that. Alright, cool. So, that's important to note. And here is Thor's other arm. That. And then I guess we swap that out with this so that he can have that there. You know what? We may as well just swap it out now, right? Why even wait? Because it definitely adds to it. Put that in there. There we are. Cool. Set that aside. And man, waiting so long for this. Look at this incredible 85. Man, have I been waiting for this. Unbelievable. It's so unreal. I love the way that, first way you can tell is the gold shoulders. So let's see how far back the head moves. It moves, decent far back, decent far down. I would love for this to have come with one of those energy shields. That would look so great. Okay, so it turns really well and kind of, well, it doesn't, it turns his head, but it doesn't really pivot it. So just something to keep in mind. So that looks great. Shoulders move smoothly all the way around, and they move smoothly back out. Look at that. Turns right there above the bicep. Clicks going in and out right there. And then we have great double joints. So it comes into about a 45-degree angle on the double joints of the elbow. Look at this. His hand is closed and moves back and forth like this. His hand is open and moves back and forth like that. So that's really cool. Let's see. He doesn't turn at the waist, but he turns underneath the rib cage like that, and actually crunches up and down, side to side pretty well. It's like do 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 do. All right. Let's see. We have some pretty strong rocking double joints right there at the knees. Ugh, it's stuck. All right. Whatever. Is it supposed to turn? Because it looks like both are stuck. Yep, it is. Because that one moved. Maybe I push this one in instead of out. Nope, but I also don't want to crack the leg off because that could happen. You see, look. So you know what? I'll live with it. I'm not going to force that one unless I'm prepared to buy another one already. So the leg comes all the way up like that. And you know what? We don't need Spider-Man articulation anyway, so I'll live with that. And man, look at that. He can definitely roll his ankle. So don't get a sprained ankle, Iron Man. This one points and flexes better than the other one. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. Cool. Okay, we definitely have 4 of these so that we can have extending out from, I'm assuming, the hand, obviously. Look at that. I'm not trying to make him look like he's going boo-hoo. Let's bring this down. There we are. Let's see if we can extend this. His arm doesn't extend all the way straight, so that's something to keep in mind. But that still looks great. Look at that. It looks awesome. And you know what? I don't want a closed fist hand. I want 2 open hands. This right here. And let's get him. There we go. And we have 2 of those. So that looks great. And then we have these other ones which could fit right here. So he's blasting off like that. So I'll just set those aside for now. And let's pose him. My goodness, he looks amazing. Just setting this box aside right here. Okay. Sorry about that. And it would have been amazing to have had other accessories, like when he's like, hit me with Thor, and that part that kind of fans out in the back. If we could have had that, that would have been absolutely bananas. But that's alright. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities, or there we go. The knees only not really cooperating with me. See, they're moving the top part or the bottom part, but not both equally. So let me get, there we go. That looks great. Look at that. There we are. Make it more believable looking. There we are. Bring that up here. So this looks so amazing. Look at that. Unbelievable. So let's set him right up over here next to Heimdall. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. And maybe we want to have him elsewhere, but I think that looks absolutely great. Look at that. We'll set him up maybe a little bit differently in a little bit, but man, that looks so amazing. Alright. Let's keep this party going. And next we have Valkyrie. And Valkyrie looks awesome. I'm loving this actual Valkyrie outfit. So that looks awesome. You know, it's cool that she had the Sakaar outfit on the previous Valkyrie we had. And I remember her knees kind of knocking in because they were kind of softer than we would have liked them to be. But look how cool this looks. Got the battle braids going. Got this cool war paint right there. So the same all around. The same art 3 times. So that's unfortunate. I would have liked a different pose, but that's not a big deal. And let's see. Let's read this right up. And it comes with Thor's other leg. Look at that. So this says, another one-liner. Come on. Marvel's Valkyrie. An honored warrior, Valkyrie uses her strength and skill to defend Asgard. She used to, right? By the time Avengers Endgame comes around, Asgard is gone. I'm starting to question whether or not the person who was in charge of writing these saw any of the movies. Because they're like, he's a Mark 85, you say, right? Let me write that he's in the 85. Valkyrie. She's Asgardian? She defends Asgard. Wait, what? It's not there anymore? Oops. So, anyway. Cool. Let's take that out. Oh, man. Sword got all... Looks all Dr. Seussian. Dr. Seuss-ish. Straight out of a Dr. Seuss book. Alright, here's Thor's other leg. So that's cool. So let's set that aside. I'll go ahead and put this away. So, I'm excited about this one also. Because it looks great. And, let's see, Valkyrie. The only thing I wish was that, it looks a little bit like Rihanna. I wish there was the actual battle paint on here. That would look cool. I love the detail on the hair sculpt. I love that the hair looks great like that. Look at that. So overall, great character. Great figure. Head goes pretty far down and extremely far back, so I'm excited about that. Turns really well. Pivots. Look at that. Let's see. Shoulder goes around smoothly. Comes in more than I thought, actually. It is rubbing some of the paint off if you push it, but it does go all the way in there. Look at that. So I'm assuming both might be able to do that. Yep, sure can. It turns right here. The bicep does not turn. You'll notice that. But the elbow does come in almost to a 45-degree angle. So it turns out like that, which is, I guess, to make up for the fact that there is no part moving right there, the bicep. Can kind of go back and forth, in and out, and then the wrists do move and turn, so that's cool. Look at the detail on the chest plate and the blue and the gold. That looks awesome. Look how great that looks. There's just amazing detail on this figure. And then this is softer plastic attached, so it looks cool. It's got definitely a great sculpt to the body. It moves in the high part of the thigh right there. And what's that little part? That gold? Okay, it's gold. I was like, oh no, brown. Nope, gold. Alright, let's see. We have definitely better knee joints on this one than we had for the one for Ragnarok. And they're not knocking in. Alright, so that's cool. That feels good. And then we have, ooh, this actually doesn't feel super strong, this ankle joint right here, but still awesome. Alright, so let's set her up. This looks like it just pushes in there and then just kind of chills like that, right? So, let's see if we can get her to stand really well. And where would this go? Does this go on the body somewhere? Guys, you're probably going to have to comment below where this goes. I can just shove it somewhere, but not what I'm looking to do, obviously, right? So, we can kind of push that just in there, and then have this kind of in there. So that looks really cool, actually, because it almost looks like two weapons, even though it's not. And let me tell you, it's gonna be hard to stand her because of the ankles and the feet. But when I do, let me tell you. There we go. Alright, so that looks absolutely great. Sorry, I think I went off camera a little bit. It was an accident because I was so much into the figure, how I was doing. And oh no, the sword's curving in. Alright, let's set her up right here. Let me tell you. Definitely looks great. Maybe I can get her to There we go. That looks pretty good. So I'm definitely digging that. Alright, what do you say we move on? And last but not least, at least for our packages, is this is Vision, of course. And this looks an awful lot like the one we got from Infinity War, the 2-pack with Scarlet Witch, which I'm sure not a lot of people have because it was a Toys R Us exclusive and I had to get it online, and it was not cheap and it's already doubled in price by the time I was able to get it. So in any event, Captain America Civil War, Marvel's Vision. This comes with Thor's torso, chest, midsection, and then Stormbreaker. That's a bit much. So take a look at that. Look at this awesome art of Vision, and let's see what it says. Marvel's Vision. The psychics. Oops. Way off. The physics-defying android. Vision fights as an Avenger to protect the Infinity Stone that helped to create him. That's true. That's true. But yeah, there's still a lot to be desired. This wave, as incredible as the action figures are, that's a lot to be desired with our write-ups for our heroes. Now, I'm not complaining as far as I'm so excited that we have all from the movies. That's something that I've definitely been begging for, right? Alright, get our Vision out. Let's see. Push this through there. Fold this in. There we go. I didn't want to destroy that, so I was like, set this aside. Alright, let's take a look at Vision here. Vision looks great. You know what, at the moment I don't remember if this was like permanently attached to the other one, but it looks very similar as far as I can remember. He's got like a translucent body, look, because you can kind of see through him. And yeah, so this is cool. I'm really digging the head sculpt. Look at that, Paul Bettany. Alright, we also did the voice of Jarvis in the first movies, so that looks great. The shoulder actually moves really well. Clicks it when you pose it out, but look at that, it moves really well. It stays. The elbow joints feel a little bit weaker than I would have liked, but moves in the high part of the bicep. Turns there. There's double joints there. Let's see. Moves which way? In and out for the hands. And man, this plastic is a whole lot softer than the other ones. Look at that. Cool. Look at that. His wrist. That looks really cool with these gloves. This looks like the only figure so far to turn at the waist, right? And then it has an ab crunch, like a traditional ab crunch. And then there we go. Leg was kind of stuck there too. There we go. You can hear it turning. It's got some pretty good articulation. Double joints at the knees. This one's a lot looser than I would have liked, but still works. And then some good articulation right here in the ankle. So the legs aren't as strong as I would have liked as far as that, but otherwise still moves well. And I would have liked this to maybe the application to be a little bit different. Okay, so this needs to go in. There we go. There definitely is a hole right there, so we can attach the peg right there. And look at the texture of his suit is cool. Look at that. Let's see. You can, Vision doesn't do a whole lot of crazy stuff. Yeah. He's not like flying and punching. Well, I mean, he's flying, but he's not typically looking like he's out of control of his body. He almost always looks like he's in control of most situations, so just throwing that out there. So that looks pretty cool. And I'm definitely digging that. So look at his android cape. And let's set him right on over here. What do you say? So that looks great right there. You know what? Maybe we'll even bring him closer to Tony Stark. And we'll bring Valkyrie right there. Look at that. That looks great. Alright, we'll move this over here. And let me tell you, before we build Thor, let's take another look right here. Whoops, our Iron Man kind of took a nap on us. There we go. Look how great that looks. Unbelievable. And let's take a look at our Thor. And here he is. So let's get all of our pieces out. Let's make sure they're on the correct sides. And we have the two heads. Which one do we want to use for now? Alright, we'll use that one for now. And Stormbreaker. So let's pop the head right on. There we go. Let's get the legs on. I'm digging these Wal-Mart looking pajamas. Those killer looking Crocs. There, it's gonna pop right on in there. There we go. Man, it's pretty smooth how well the elbow moves. I'm sorry, the shoulder moves. Very cool. And so that looks great. And wow, that was it. Let's take a closer look. So this Thor looks absolutely wonderful. He's got a scar from where Hela had scraped out his eye. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock us around there on accident. Okay. I love the way this isn't like attached there. So that's cool. He's got that hoodie going, but he's also got the robe going. You know, he's just a hot mess. Look at that. Got the robe belt. That's a nice touch. Pocket. That's another nice touch. And then of course, look at these. It's got a single joint for the knee. And it's got like that sort of joint right there. It moves really smooth. And so that's cool. It turns right here and sort of crunches around like that. Look at that. Got a hoodie. And alright, got double joints right here at the elbows. Comes into about a 90-degree angle. Maybe a little bit more, but okay, and it turns underneath that. Look at that. And the shoulders move pretty well. So look at his Crocs, look at the detail. We're just gonna kind of admire the detail. Thor and his jammies. And yeah, buddy. I'm really digging the way this looks. So, you can have Thor opening his bottle with a Stormbreaker, remember that? And of course that didn't necessarily happen in this moment, but let's bring this up. And there we go. Something very cool, yet, you know, simple, slightly understated, but definitely not very unassuming. There we are. Okay, cool. Look at that. Man, that was so great. We'll set him aside right here. And, you know, maybe we'll get a final pose or something, and then we'll be saying goodbye. But let me see if I can get Iron Man to stand leaning this way. Okay, good enough. So that looks great by itself, right? So let me just say this. Guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And man, don't these Marvel Legends look absolutely bonkers. They look amazing. And they're driving me bananas. I'm trying to think of all these words to use. So, okay. You know, I'm going to close this out right here and say, please give us a big thumbs up. Let us know where in the world you're watching from. And again, subscribe if you haven't already. And tell your friends about our channel. So, guys, until next time, thanks again for watching Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Peace. Welcome back, friends, to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. I'm so excited to show you this. Wow, that's how excited I am. falling over to show you this incredible Wave 2 of this Avengers Endgame Marvel Legends. Just so incredible. Look at the figures that are in here. I can't wait to get started and show you what this unboxing looks like. So guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next so that you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. Man, this is such an incredible set. You're not going to want to miss this. And talk to us in the comments below and click that share button so you can share this video with everyone who you think would enjoy it. So guys, why don't we go ahead and get started right now.
It's so nice to meet you, Gigi.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Congratulations on all your success.
Welcome back, friends, to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G, and I can't tell you how excited I am to get this Build-A-Figure for Hulk series of Marvel Legends started. The ones from Avengers Endgame are definitely the ones that I'm super excited about. And even though Shuri says Black Panther, obviously we know she came out in Infinity War and in Avengers Endgame. So I can't wait to get started. And right before I start, I want to let you know that got all of the, well, I guess most of these at GameStop, and just so excited to finally get these. Was toy hunting, found 3 separate places, and here we are. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look to see who's in this set, and then we'll take a look at everyone one by one. So of course this is the Build-A-Figure set for Hulk, also known as Professor Hulk from Avengers Endgame, and in this set we have Marvel's War Machine, Marvel's Rescue, Shuri, Rock Python, Union Jack, Beta Ray Bill, and Loki. And this is of course comic book Loki. And they look just so outstanding. I can't tell you how excited I am, in case you can't tell. But absolutely wonderful. These just dropped, and so check them out at GameStop or ThinkGeek. And there are probably other places, but this is the first place I found them at. So let's take a look at War Machine. This is the very first one in the set. If you notice, he does not have a number because he does not have a Build-A-Figure piece. He is the first set, and we've seen that start to become kind of tradition with Marvel Legends, that there's one that does not have a Build-A-Figure piece. And so if you'll notice, the one corresponds with this midsection and torso and chest. So obviously that's the one the Rescue has, and 2 is this leg, and so on. So let's look at this beautiful package. Look at this beautiful figure that we have in here. Just so outstanding. And of course this logo right here for Avengers was created prior to the movie being released, when we didn't even know what the name of the Avengers movie was going to be. So we didn't know it was Endgame yet, and it's still on the packaging of most products, especially the Hasbro product. So here is this beautiful artwork for the War Machine from Endgame, and the War Machine from Endgame was just so like beefed up and just huge and strong and bulky looking. He was almost kind of like a in between like Hulkbuster and War Machine from the old, right? So it looked absolutely outstanding. And let's see what the back says. Look at this beautiful artwork right there. Just looks absolutely outstanding. We have James Rhodes in there, aka Rhodey, Lieutenant Rhodey, right? And let's see what it says right here in the back. It says, "Marvel's War Machine. When the fate of humankind is at stake, there is no mission too great for U.S. military officer James Rhodey Rhodes, aka War Machine." And he looks absolutely outstanding on here. And let's get him open. Too bad it doesn't come with Rocket. Wouldn't that be awesome, just have Rocket here? Okay, so let's bust him on out. Let's take a look and see just how unbelievably outstanding he truly is. So, here it is. Let's get him on out of here. And let me tell you, I've been waiting for this action figure for a long time. So, we have this, which is the shoulder cannon. Look at that. Let me actually get a little bit closer. Look at this awesome looking shoulder cannon. Look at that. Doesn't that look outstanding? And let's get these 2 arm cannons. And he definitely, they beefed him up so that he can just look absolutely sick in this movie. He was huge, he looked fierce, everything. So, first of all, look at this awesome head sculpt. Doesn't that look absolutely outstanding? We'll see what sort of head articulation we have, because it looks like he's definitely restricted a lot of... Wow, he actually moves side to side pretty well. And let's see. And his head actually moves down pretty well. Look at that. So he's got absolutely outstanding articulation for the fact that he has this right here restricting it, so he can still move his head really well. Okay, look at this beautiful, beautiful chest piece. Wow, and look, and it turns pretty well there. It doesn't really articulate too much, but this is War Machine. We don't need him to be nimble like Spider-Man. It does not move at the waist, it moves here. Alright, and let's see in these arms. Wow, okay, so this is like a soft plastic. It's glued there, so obviously I don't want it to tear. And it looks like it's slightly coming off just because I moved it like that, so be careful. Obviously I didn't know that that was going to be the case, and now that I look at it, I still wanted to see back there, but I don't want it to start tearing off. Now you can always glue it, but obviously that's not the goal. Okay, so it moves here on the high part of the bicep, just above it. The arm does move out pretty well, so that's awesome. It spins obviously all around, way around. It kind of clicks softly, but it's got a smooth, it still moves smoothly. And then it almost goes to, well, I guess not almost, but 90-degree angle would be this much, but because his arm's so bulky, it only moves up this much. It has one big fat joint. And let's see, the wrist turns and does move in and out. Look at that. Look at this beautiful looking hand. Look at that. And so this one has the hand open with, I guess that's the repulsor right there. That's so awesome, right? We could probably just paint that white ourselves. Look at this beautiful hand on here. It's basically a mirror image of the other side for this, except it's got this military logo right here. And I love how we can move it right here. So that's awesome. Look at that. And we can also move the hand like that. So this looks so great. And look at this beautiful detail. Look at that. Look absolutely outstanding. Looks wonderful. Alright, and let's see. The legs. There is a double joint right here, but there's a lot restricting it. You'll notice. It's a big heavy duty joint. Look at that. But I'm glad, because that's what we need. And then there's a little bit of ankle pivot, but it's because of this that's restricting the movement. But it looks so great, looks so amazing. Moves on the upper part of the thigh. Look at that. And the legs move quite a bit. You'd be surprised how much they actually do move. So this War Machine is instantly one of my favorite Marvel Legends figures of all time. Look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely astounding? So let's go ahead and put this cannon right here. Looks like it just pops right on in there. Look at that. Now it doesn't look like it moves up and down. It only turns side to side, but nonetheless looks great. And here's these guns. They look like they're kind of curved up, so I'm like pushing on them to curve down, but probably just from sitting in that plastic. So I'll put this right here. Look at that. This is just a huge, big, sick gun. Look at that. So absolutely outstanding. Very reminiscent of our Titan Hero series, except with some hardcore articulation. But like these guns right here, look at that. So here's this awesome, incredibly awesome War Machine. And I think this pose is definitely just more than good enough. Look at that. So, he's gonna be like, bring me Thanos also. Alright, that's unbelievable. Instantly, one of my top Marvel Legends of all time, not just this set. Definitely worth it. Has no Build-A-Figure piece. Who cares? This is one of my favorite Marvel Legends of all time. So we're gonna set him over here. Let's see. Right over here. Alright. Oops. Sorry guys. Alright, let's move on. Next. Let's see what we got. We actually have Rescue. So here it says Marvel's Rescue, obviously we know. And so this is Rescue. This is Pepper Potts in her Stark Tech Iron Man suit, right? And look at this beautiful artwork on the side. Gwyneth Paltrow, when she was wearing this, wasn't that absolutely outstanding? And you know what? I'm gonna get just a little further back. We'll zoom back in a minute so I can get a good view of this box. Look at that. Looks absolutely wonderful. Beautiful artwork. And look at this figure, looks absolutely great, doesn't she? All right, so let's read the back. Let's see what it says. Here it says,
Marvel's rescue, from CEO of Stark Industries to powered by Stark Tech. Pepper Potts protects world order in her own rescue suit designed by Tony Stark.
and man, does this look great. And so we got this basic figure not too long ago to kind of hold us over. And as cool as it is, there's a lot of similarities, but it is nothing when you compare it to this Marvel Legend. But obviously there's the price difference. This is only a $10 figure right here, and of course in a 2-pack, which comes out to $20. But this one is, depending on where you get it, Walmart would be like $18.84, to GameStop would be $23.50, I believe, something like that. Or if you get a comic book shop, they might even sell it for $28. So just keep in mind, depending on where you get it. But this figure is definitely, obviously, a huge upgrade. All right, so let's see what's going on here. And wow, look, we have this piece, which I guess is interchangeable with that one, I guess. Cool. All right, so let's pull out our Hulk Build-A-Figure piece. And look, he's even got this awesome paint job of chest hair. Mark Ruffalo chest hair. Look at that belly button. That's pretty accurate looking as far as I can tell. Or not accurate necessarily, but lifelike. Look at this. Just an absolutely astounding sculpt. Astounding. So, look at that ab crunch. Alright, so come back and look at that. Let's get Rescue on out of here. And so, I just look at these first, because it looks like this back is one that you just put right there. Looks absolutely great. Or, I'll put this one back. We can have this one, which has her with the flying where it opens up. See? It's the same thing, but opened up. Oops, why am I out of focus? There we go. Same thing opened up. We'll put that right here, and I love the way these look opened up. Look at that. And too bad she doesn't have any open hands. That's kind of what I was really looking for, so she could be blasting. Why wouldn't she? Okay, let's move all this aside. And let's take a look at our rescue figure. Okay, set that aside. And look at this absolutely gorgeous looking rescue figure. Let's zoom in. Look at this head sculpt. Looks everything like we remember, right? It's his articulation. Has absolutely outstanding articulation. Look at that. All the way down. Tilts, pivots, moves side to side. Looks absolutely great. Look at that. Again. So look how gorgeous this figure looks. This looks absolutely wonderful. Okay, let's see what sort of articulation we get. Wow, that's great. She's even got double joints on her arms, where a lot of traditional female figures have only a single one. This one you can bring in more than 90 degrees. And let's see if we can bend this part of the arm. Look at that. Just absolutely outstanding, astounding, marvelous articulation. Look at that. Now, the wrist is restricted by this piece right here, so just keep that in mind. But look at this absolutely wonderful articulation. Look at that. You can be like, "Urgh." Flexing. Okay, so look, we got some great mobility here. Turns at just under the rib cage. Does not move at the waist, but that's the movement, and then turns right here on the high part of the thigh. Now this part does restrict a lot of movement. It only moves about that much, look, and then turns. So, but once again, it's another Stark Tech suit, so you don't necessarily, armor suit, so you don't necessarily need that Spider-Man type movement. So just keep that in mind. Okay? You know, Spider-Man's Stark suit is definitely different because that one's made to be very nimble and high mobility. So we got double joints here at the knees. Look at that. Look at this knee guard looks awesome. Look at this beautiful boots, and look, we got some great mobility here. Oops, pinched my own thumb. And then does pivot, it does. So this is such a great figure, look at that. And the arm's kind of loose now, which is unfortunate, but it's not ridiculously loose, it still holds its pose. So I'm gonna have her posing strong, look at that. There we go, look at that. Maybe we'll have her with her fists up, look at that. And then let's have her posing strong. There we go. And rescue looks absolutely wonderful. Okay, let's bring her back like that. Spread the legs at a nice strong pose and kind of leaning forward-ish. And let me tell you, compared to this figure, which has minimal articulation, except it does have the open hand. That's one thing that I did really enjoy about this one. This is all that this one can do. But just so we can compare the two. Oop, can't even get this one to stand up. Take a look at that. Let's bring it on in here. Definitely looks absolutely outstanding. All right. Tell me you didn't love this rescue action figure. This looks absolutely astounding. Look at that. All right, so let's put her right over here. And look at that. We can turn her just a little bit, depending on what angle you're looking from. Look at that. Okay, great. Let's move on. And so next we have Shuri from Black Panther, also Infinity War, also Endgame, and I'm sure Black Panther 2 and all sorts of other, maybe Young Avengers, I don't know. But she's definitely going to come out in a lot of movies, and definitely one of our favorite characters from Wakanda for sure. Look at this beautiful artwork. Look at that awesome war paint she's got going on there. Look at her battle suit, her battle braids. Everything looks great about this figure, and look at her panther blasters. So let's read the back and let's get this open. So we got Shuri,
The mastermind behind some of Wakanda's most advanced technologies, Shuri designs and distributes vibranium-powered gear to Wakanda's greatest warriors and allies.
and man, does this look amazing. All right, let's get her out of here. This was one of the first figures we got in this set, and she looks just incredible. Look at this. Doesn't that look awesome? It comes with Hulk's left foot, left leg, not just the foot. Sorry, I don't know why I keep going in and out of focus. Look at this beautiful detail, this gorgeous sculpt. Look at that. Unbelievable. Set that aside. Let's get Shuri and her Panther blasters out. Panther blaster, Panther blaster. Set this aside. And let's take a look. Let's move in closer here. And look how gorgeous the sculpt on this figure is. The only thing really missing, I guess, is the purple braids that were in there. This beautiful war paint, beautiful sculpt. Let's see how much head articulation we have. Let's see. Wow, it moves pretty far back. Look at that. Getting up to the skies. That moves pretty far down. Has great head articulation. Look at that. Very mobile. All right. So let's move this around. I guess this just pops on. Look at that. So she's got great arm movement. There's definitely that 90-degree angle, single joint we talked about for a lot of female characters. Of course, she doesn't have armor on there, so to keep it thin like that, definitely have to look like that. It's got just, look at this beautiful detail and texture. Look at that. Okay, it moves here, just right around the rib cage. Look at the back of this figure. It looks absolutely great. Man, she looks awesome. Look at that. Tell me that's not incredibly amazing. So this, even though it's soft plastic and does move higher, does sort of restrict some of the movement and mobility in the legs. Now, if you push it up, it looks kind of awkward. See? So you want to keep it low. There is good mobility in the legs. Now, she doesn't, once again, need to be moving crazy like Spider-Man. So you do have that. But something I noticed was she's got these like sneakers on. Look at that. Because I'm like, what are those? So yeah, so she's got these tennis shoes. So that was interesting to see. You know, let me get up closer here, that we can get a better look instead of so far away and zooming in. But look, it's even got shoelaces, everything. But nonetheless, look at this beautiful detail. Moves up here at the leg, but this restricts it. I was like, let's see how much further we can bring it in. And we can definitely put her on a great pose. So let's see. Let's have her facing this way. Let's see if we can't. Well, you know what? I haven't even seen the. We can have her like that. So let's see these Panther blasters. Let's zoom. Let's focus. There we go. They look cool. I don't know how I feel about this necessarily coiling around like that, but obviously we just wanted to show it was blasting. And looks so great. I wish they would have done, Marvel Legends would have redone the Wakandan shields that they had for Captain America, because the ones that came with the action figure looked like they were from an early design that didn't make it to the movie, and I would love to have movie accurate design. So look at that. We can just pop these on. Now they do kind of lean down, so you'll have to put them up like that. Look at that. So we will definitely give her a strong power stance, because if you're blasting these, you probably need to bend your knees a little bit. I'm sure you would agree. And brace yourself for whatever sort of recoil you get. Look at that. There we go. Well, I don't want to spread her legs too crazy far, because then there we go. So that should look great. Look at that. Oops. I definitely wanted her to stand on her own too. So tell me that doesn't look outstanding. So we'll set her up right over here. And let's see. Well, I definitely don't want her leaning off to the side like that. There we go. There we go. All right. Wonder what I'm doing wrong. Let me see. I'm doing something wrong because she's. There we go. I was like, why does she keep leaning like that? Boom! That looks great. Let's just zoom in real quick. Absolutely outstanding. Okay, let's move on. Let's see who we got. Okay, so next, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really excited about this figure, but definitely gonna give him his due of a full review. And obviously a comic book figure of Rock Python. Take a look. You can judge for yourself. Here's the artwork on the side. Looks a little different. Look at that happy little snake. And then let's see what the back says. The back says, it says, Rock Python, a mercenary working out of Africa. Magula adopts the name Rock Python and joins the slithering villain enterprise known as Serpent Society. Now, of course, you remember back, there was a Serpent Society, a different character from the Serpent Society in the very first wave of the Avengers Infinity War. That one was pretty cool. This one, you know, it comes with Hulk's left arm. So we definitely need him for our set. Definitely let you judge for yourself. And look at this. Man, this is a beautiful sculpt. Again, there's a lot of love that was put into this Hulk. Look at this great looking hand. Look, there's even fingernails. It looks so great. So that looks absolutely outstanding. Figure out here. Let's set this aside. And let's take a look. Let's zoom right on in here. And I always go the wrong way. There we go. Okay. So the head sculpt looks comic book accurate, I guess. Head has that much articulation, so it does have good articulation. They did a good job of, you know, making this look pretty interesting right here with the face and then teeth and the snarl. Don't know how I feel about the way the character was designed to begin with. You know, the gumdrop head that's supposed to look like a, you know, copperhead or whatever. He definitely ab crunches here, but he's a little loose, but he does have 2 click points which keep him there. He's loose, but he does not going to move beyond a certain point. He does have good strong shoulder builds. It's a well, I guess this one's a lot smoother than this one, but it definitely holds well. It only goes so far back because I guess this lip catches right here. This like purple and baby blue, you know, I'm a little undecided on how well that goes together. The wrists move well, the elbows move well. We got good mobility there, look at that. We have 2 hands that can hold stuff, but this one, the thumb looks attached. So this one's easier to put stuff in. We have that. We have this belt, which looks kind of rushed, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's completely attached or just slides. It slides. And looks very rushed. Look at that. Okay, so we got good mobility in the legs. So we have a little bit of discoloration here. Alright. So we have a strong double joint. Legs, we definitely have an extra joint right here in the high part of the shin. And then there's good mobility here in the feet. I don't know, I think this is similar to our Blizzard figure that was in what the was it the Build-A-Figure for Hulkbuster, which, you know, definitely wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of either, but nonetheless we need him to complete our Build-A-Figure Hulk. Let's see what's the best pose I can get for this guy. He has no accessories, and let me tell you, if you're gonna have a figure like this who's lesser known, does not have an extra appealing, you know, design, then you definitely need to include some accessories, whether it's another head, you know, weapons, something, but you can't have them just with no accessories. Alright, so let's get him posed. Let's have him just kind of like monologuing. There we go. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I can't really get a good pose with this guy because he's not a very strong looking figure. But let's just bring him down, trying to act tough. Look at that. There we go. I guess that's gonna be the best we can do because just not a super wonderful figure. All right, so we'll put him aside over here. We'll have him kind of just filling out the room. What do you say? All right, so next we have Union Jack, and this is what I'm talking about. You're gonna bring us a comic book figure. You definitely need to bring it with the accessories and bring something that looks appealing to everyone. So this figure looks absolutely outstanding. Let's see the art on the sides. Look at that. Looks wonderful. Looks cool. Bring this in. This is the same picture, just mirror image, right? All right, and this looks like the same picture again. So let's read what it says back here. Union Jack.
Union Jack is a British operative, spy, and master of hand-to-hand combat, embroiled in the world of European politics.
And look at that. This long dagger, almost sword. This long blade, right? And then this handgun. Boom. Let's bring them on out. Let's see what we got here. We've got another arm for our Hulk figure. It's a beautiful color, beautiful sculpt, beautiful build. There's a little bit of veining out going on. Look at that. Not massive veins, but some good vein action going. Look at that. This beautiful, just beautiful hand sculpt. Everything. We're setting that aside. Let's bring our Union Jack out. And this looks like a very similar sculpt. Oh, okay. So no, this one would be more like the Blizzard one, but nonetheless, this figure is tons better than our Rock Python. Okay, so wow, look at it. The colors just pop off. Got those awesome eyes. And let's get these weapons out of here. Look at this. Oops, it's so soft it was just bent in there. Let's set this aside. I can't tell you how excited I am to look. Alright, sorry. Basically lost control of my camera. I was like, brr, knocked it and it went almost flying. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So let's start with the belt. And I'll tell you why. Because it's got these awesome places for the weapons. Look at that. Put that in there. And we can put this gun in here. In this holster. And something that's interesting is that, look at that. Is that it's got a little opening right here so we can slide all the way down. And we can actually are supposed to be able to close this over, which with enough effort I could, but nah, I don't need it to be in there. So let's take a closer look here. Let's bring them on in, and this beautiful paint job. Look at this awesome utility belt. I'll bring this down right here. And yeah, it's not like necessarily attached right there, but it looks like we have some chip parts of our paint. That's unfortunate, but overall it does look good. This incredible head articulation. Look at this. It is a lot looser than I would have liked. It's not like falling down, but it's like you just barely touch it and just goes flying. Look at that. So there we go. Moves in the high part of the bicep there. Definitely has double joints there. This is awesome. Moves almost mirror image except different hands. Moves back and forth here at the wrist. Some pretty awesome mobility. The ab crunch is incredible and goes really far back and forward. However, it is looser than I would have liked. It's just simply just like with little effort moving like that. It does move at the waist, which is something that I'm a big fan of. Look at that. And then you got double joints at the knees. Moves the high part of the thigh. Definitely moves really well here at the hip. And then has this extra joint right here on the shin, so that you can pose a lot better. And then here it moves extremely well. Look at that. On the ankle. And then these are attached. Oh, no, they're not. Thought they were. I don't like when they're... I'd rather it not be loose. I'd rather it be attached, but it's still... Everything still looks good. Because that means these probably aren't either, and they're not. But this figure looks really good. I'll give him that credit. And the gun can go in either hand, honestly, but it looks better in this one because this one has a trigger finger. So we're just gonna slide it in there. We're gonna move his finger to be right there in the trigger. Alright, I keep going out of focus. Sorry about that, guys. So look at that. And we can bring this down. We can put this big, huge dagger right here. We can have him look really menacing. Look at that. We can have him a little aggressive, leaning forward instead of leaning back. Look at that. And let's have him looking like this. And let's bring his elbow out. There we go. What do you think about that? And have him like sneaking around. Can bring his... Let's see. There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't coming out. The joint was just really tough. Let's have him leaning forward like that. There we go. All right. Awesome. Okay, cool. So, this figure looks great. Awesome. You know what? I actually thought maybe it'd be cool if we kind of have him lean back a little bit. Look at that. Doesn't that look outstanding? Got this awesome British flag painted on him too. I'll put him right over here. Look how great that looks. Let's give him a little bit of space. There we go. That looks outstanding. And yes! Alright, let's move on. Alright, so we have these two left before our Build-A-Figure. We have comic book Loki, and he looks definitely like you might remember from the comics, you know, and they did such a great job of making them look cool in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because, you know, there's some people might disagree on whether or not this outfit looks cool or not, but they definitely made it really lifelike and really believable, the outfit that he had in Thor and the other movies. So yeah, I especially like the outfit he had in both Infinity War and Thor Ragnarok. So alright, let's get him on out of here. Look how great this looks. Look at this. Unfortunately it's the same thing painted 3 times, but it would have been nice to have some other poses painted on there, but still looks cool. Loki.
A devilish trickster, Loki uses whatever means necessary to give himself power and has little regard for what side of so-called justice he stands on.
And there he is with his dagger, right? Let's get him on out of here. Take a closer look. And he does not have a dagger here. He has a full-blown sword. So here's Hulk's other leg. So that's exciting. We just have one more figure to unbox. And look, let's see. Does this come out? We're gonna have to curve this out. I definitely don't want to break it. So we'll push him out and then we'll curve it around. Definitely don't want that cracking off. So, alright, so I'm sorry. This probably is a sword. It's just angled backwards and foreshortening here, and it's just the angle. So that's my bad. Ooh, why isn't this just attached? I don't necessarily want to have this just floating around, but whatever. Might glue it myself. Let's see what sort of head. Ooh, this is a really loose head, but nonetheless, moves pretty well. Those horns. I might want to custom paint this because this actually looks like it would be cool if there was not just all the same color. I don't know how I feel about the scale look and it looking just like a lizard. This definitely looks like a Serpent Society figure. And then the scaled chones. But in any event, moves here at the waist. This belt is not attached. It's just slid on there. We got good ab crunching and it's nice and solid. Moves here. Got some good arm articulation, movement. Moves above the bicep. Has double joints here. Look at that. Definitely moves well at the wrist. Around and back and forward. Look at that. Way around. This needs to stay put. Look at this head sculpt. He definitely looks like he's up to something. I don't know about his hair flying up like that. I don't know if I permanently just want it flying up. I would have been fine with it down, but anyway, that's how this figure came. And then of course, wow, it's really loose here, but has double joints and does have good mobility. Also moves in the high part of the shin, and then has really outstanding ankle mobility, and it's nice and solid too. Now this one feels stuck. There we go. Just had to loosen it up a little bit. But these shin parts are like moving way too softly or easily. The problem with that is because how loose they are, sometimes it's difficult to have them standing in a pose that's not being supported. So let's get him with his sword. And I guess we can put this in either hand. Let's put it in this one. I'm right-handed, so he's right-handed. Okay. So I don't like that this just keeps flopping up, but you know, it's alright. Let's see. Let's get this going good. And it's almost like, look, this is too loose, so this keeps, it moves here and here, and anyway, let's bring this back to where it should be. And his legs are a little bit bowed out. I don't like that they're bowing in. I want them to be, you know, more straight, but it is what it is. Let's bring this sword down. And let's have him kind of like wanting to monologue. And there we go. That's probably way better. Look at that. That looks good. And then, you know, he's so proud of himself and thinks so highly of himself that that'll work good. I don't know how I feel about this flying ponytail to the side. I'm still a little undecided, but nonetheless, there he is. So that looks good. Look at that. All right, cool. Let's move on to our last figure. So, I know I said last figure, but obviously, you know, box, because then we have our Build-A-Figure Hulk that we still have to do. We have 2 heads, which is outstanding. We don't normally get that in a Build-A-Figure package. We don't normally have 2 heads. We might have, you know, something else, but anyway, look at this awesome looking Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill looks outstanding. I always kind of dug this weird horse face, even though it is, but it isn't. There we are. And then I need to check to see if this is, which hammer this is. Is this Stormbreaker? The comic book version? I'm gonna have to check that out. And so let's see what it says here on the back. Let's take a look. So yes, obviously, let me read this and then we'll talk about how he's from Corbin. He's a Corbinite, and then gets to, it'll say it right here. So it says,
Beta Ray Bill. After being released from suspended animation, Beta Ray Bill is transformed by a mystical enchantment on Mjolnir that grants him the powers and costume of Thor.
so yeah, as a Corbinite, he looks like this, and then when he gets the powers of Thor, he gets the suit, the helmet, everything, the thunder and lightning. And so then Odin, if I'm not mistaken, made him this, which is the actual Stormbreaker from the comics, before they made one for a different one for the MCU. But this one was for Beta Ray Bill. Look at this awesome artwork. Looks so great. And unfortunately it's just the same thing 3 times, but looks super great. Let's get him on out of here. And man, let's take a look at these 2 Build-A-Figure heads. There we go. That's great. And I didn't know he was gonna have gray hair. Look at that. Interesting. And I know that he does, but I don't know if that's a little bit exaggerated, but whatever. Definitely still looks cool. And yeah, let's get our Beta Ray Bill out of here. Look at the Stormbreaker. Doesn't this look awesome? Definitely reminiscent of the comic books. Okay, let's get him on out of here. Push him out. And it looks like this cape does not come off. So we're gonna have to remove him and push the cape through, fold it and push it through so it doesn't tear off or get injured in removing him from the package. Ooh. Yeah, definitely. Squeeze it. Because look, it does have this to hold it in place, but it appears to be glued attached here. So let's put this back in there, and that way we won't tear it off. Let me set this box aside, because later we'll store it. And yeah, this looks absolutely great. Look at this. Let me come on closer. And this Beta Ray Bill looks absolutely outstanding. Look at this wonderful, wonderful head sculpt. And wow, I don't know if the head's supposed to move, but it almost looks like it has a joint here. And can't tell if it's fully a joint. And I think it is. Look at that. Let's see if I can get it to move on both sides. It is. And that is something you don't normally see. And if it's not, well, it is moving. Okay, it is. Just making sure, because I was like, let me zoom in here. And you see where there's a hinge. So yes. So that's outstanding. You don't normally see that in Marvel Legends. Where the mouth moves, obviously, because they're mainly humans. But look at that. This wonderful head articulation. Look at that. Wow, that's great. Look at that. This looks absolutely wonderful. Alright, and so these shoulder guards right here are going to restrict the arm from moving to a certain degree, but he still moves really well. Look at that. It's got a really hard clicking shoulder, but it does move well. Moves in the upper part of the bicep. It's got some great double joints here on the elbows. Ooh, this one's really stuck. Look at that. But moves well. He's only got 3 fingers and a thumb on each hand, which is supposed to be the case. Look at that. So that looks absolutely outstanding. He moves here at the waist. He does not ab crunch, but he turns also here and tilts slightly, but that's it. And then everything's just solid black here on the legs. Moves in the high part of the thigh. Has strong double joints here underneath. This looks very reminiscent to perhaps just a Venom's legs. I don't know if it's thinner or if it is Venom's legs, but it definitely looks like Venom's legs without the paint job, but black obviously. Looks like the Venom's like shoes that we talked about, because they didn't look like Venom feet, they look like Venom shoes. And let me just say, this figure is absolutely wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. This Beta Ray Bill's got beautiful paint. Look at this. I love how that's metallic. I love his Thor's cape here. I love this Stormbreaker. And yeah, let me see. Let's see if we can put it in here. And let's roll this on in. Ooh, I guess let me just pull the fingers out like that. Maybe I can get him to hold it with both hands. So that would look cool. And that definitely does. Look at that. Tell me you don't love that right there. So the only reason I wanted to have him standing tall, but the only reason why I opted not to was because we can have the cape help him stand. See? So let me tilt his head back and tell me that doesn't look absolutely outstanding. Look at that. Beta Ray Bill. Absolutely. Oops. Absolutely outstanding. Let's bring him right on over here. And that looks so great. Wow. So awesome. Let's take one last look and then we'll move on to our Build-A-Figure Hulk. It looks so great. It's outstanding. Okay, now let's move on to the part you and I have both been anxiously awaiting. Okay, here we go. This is our Professor Hulk Build-A-Figure set from this wonderful Marvel Legends, this complete set of Marvel Legends. We have 2 heads. Which one are we gonna want? Look at this. Man, this one would be maybe better for the old Hulk, and this one is for the new one, right? But let's see. Which one does it show on the outside of the package? Let me grab the package back. Here we are. And it shows what appears to be this one. It's a little different, but yep. Otherwise, but this one maybe fits the personality a little bit better. So, alright, we'll check out both. So we'll start with the Professor Hulk. Kind of this devious smile. Time travel! So, wow, interesting. So it doesn't have this part that comes like this, but it does have that like that. So we can at least tilt somewhat. Look at that. He's got kind of this little devilish smirk going on. Pop this arm right in here. Look at that. And man, this is a nice solid build a movement. Put that in there. Great sculpt. Look at that. Wow. Alright, let's pop this leg on right here. A lot of love was put into making this figure. I tell you. And this is a great, absolutely amazing Build-A-Figure. Looks absolutely wonderful. And you know what? Another video we need to compare him to our other Hulks and, you know, the other brands of Hulks too. So, look at that. Time travel! So, yep. It would even be awesome if this wasn't even a fist, since he's not like a smash 'em up Hulk, you know? We never really got to see him do any damage, and he was wearing his white tank top. So let's take a closer look. And man, does he look awesome. Too bad his face isn't made out of the same material. Look at that, because it's clearly like, this is like harder, glossier plastic, or this is more of a matte finish. But man, look at this absolutely outstanding detail. Beautiful paint job. Look at this just bulging muscles. It's got great mobility, nice fluid motion. Solid build, fluid motion. That's what it is. So I was always saying it wrong. Look at this awesome movement on the wrists. This is almost a mirror image right here. Arm. This great, just clawing hand like that. Look at that. It's gonna be curtains for you. Turns right here at the waist, and doesn't necessarily have a traditional ab crunch, but this does allow him to tilt and ab crunch there. Look at that. So, and it does it outstandingly. We have double joints here at the legs, but it's not going to move too much because it's just big bulky leg. Turns on the high part of the thigh where we attached it, and has great hip movement. Look at that. It's a little looser than I would have liked because it may be hard to hold some poses, but look, the feet move outstanding, and there's tilt and pivot and everything. So let's see. Let's bring his legs in a little bit because he's a lot more sophisticated than we're used to seeing the Hulk. Look at that. So we'll just have him there kind of smirking. If it was this head, it would look like that. So, let's see what that would look like. Let's just pop this on. And this is after he lost Natasha, I guess. Look at that. But he doesn't really look mean or mad. He looks downtrodden. So I'm gonna put the other one back. That's for now. And let's open up the arms a little bit. There we go. Doesn't that look amazing? All right. So guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah, tell us which one of these you like, which one of these you already have, where you watch from in the world, you name it. Talk to us about whatever you want. We read all of our comments and we try to get back to as many as we can. So guys, until next time, thanks for watching Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Peace. Alright friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Look how incredible these action figures look. I can't wait to show you how amazing it was to unbox these bad boys. So guys, we're super excited about Avengers Endgame coming out at the end of this month. And man, are these action figures amazing. So guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you can get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. Give us a big thumbs up. And yeah guys, we want to make a big push to become your favorite YouTube channel. So we're going to be releasing a new video every morning. Hopefully before 10 o'clock. That way we can have it already ready when you get up. So guys, why don't we go ahead and get started, right? I just can't believe how amazing these action figures look. And they were obviously so high in demand. We had to go all around town toy hunting them. It was super fun, but also like scary we weren't gonna get them all. But we did, and we got them in a timely manner. So guys, why don't we go ahead and get started right now.
It's so nice to meet you, Gigi.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Congratulations on all your success.
Super Channel G.
Alright friends, so let's get started. I can't wait to show you just how incredible these action figures are. And so let's take a look. Let's dive right on in. What do you say? So the very first one is Captain America, and he looks absolutely outstanding. This one does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece, and we're gonna take a look at the back and take a look at all the figures in this set, but he looks absolutely outstanding. Now the movie has not come out yet, so there's still a lot of speculation on these suits, and popular belief is that they're gonna be quantum realm suits that are perhaps doctored up by created by Hank Pym, but then since he's been dusted, that'll be Tony Stark who takes him to the next level. But we're not sure because they do say Avengers, of the Avengers symbol. And let's take a look at the back right before we completely get started with this Captain America. So take a look at the figures that are in this set. This beautiful build-up figure, Thanos with the battle armor, includes Captain America, Ronin, Ebony Maw, Living Laser, Marvel's Nighthawk, Citizen V, and Marvel's Hercules. And let me tell you, they look incredible. They look so awesome. Now, the interesting thing is Captain America, Ronin, and Thanos are the only ones from Endgame. Ebony Maw is from Infinity War, and these are from the comics. So it would have been really awesome to have more Endgame figures. Now that being said, we do have, we just recently did the review for this Marvel Legends Black Widow and Marvel's Hawkeye. We can definitely check that out. I'll see if I can add the link here. Ding! But, and so just click on this link. But nonetheless, let's get started with this one. So, this Captain America looks outstanding. This wonderful suit right here. And the cool thing is if you buy more, you can swap out the heads and put Iron Man's head on there, put War Machine, Thor, whoever you want, and you can create a whole army of them. So, especially once we see the movie, we're going to see exactly why they have these suits. So the art on the side is outstanding, and it's it's the same on both sides, mirror image, and it looks absolutely great. The color scheme on here is just so outstanding, and look at this great emblem right here. Now it's interesting that it does not say Endgame right here, and I wonder if that's just because perhaps this packaging was created prior to when they released the name Endgame, but it looks absolutely outstanding. I love the way this blue looks, and look how great Captain America looks right here. So over here on the back it says, "The first Avenger, Steve Rogers, continues to protect the world from evil as the star-spangled hero, Captain America." If you'll notice, he is using his vibranium shield, which he left there with Tony Stark in Civil War when, boom, he smashed it into his arc reactor in his chest. And Tony Stark goes, "You don't deserve that shield. My dad made that shield." And he left it there with him. So clearly, he's going to get the shield back, and we would assume make amends with Tony Stark. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because that'll be just such a great team up with them. So, of course, this Thanos looks great. So, let's get him on out of here. Let's take a look. So, Cap looks outstanding. Let me set this aside because I want to keep the box. And you know what? Let me move these on over so that we can have a clear review station. Alright, and so, sorry guys, I didn't realize I still had one more light to turn on to get it nice and, just well lit right here. So look how great this looks. It looks absolutely outstanding. Looks so great. So, take a look at the shield. The shield looks, it's probably the same shield we've had in the past with Marvel Legend figures, but it's a great shield. Let me just say that much. So, looks absolutely outstanding. Look at this. Okay, put that aside. Let's pop our Captain America on out of here. That right there. And first of all, this Captain America looks outstanding. Look at this great head sculpt. Now, the interesting thing is, I don't know why he doesn't have a chin strap, as the picture does have him with a chin strap, so that's something to note. The detail on this suit looks outstanding. Look at that. Looks absolutely great. Alright, let's see. The arm is nice and tight and kind of clicks along the way. Soft click. It goes this far back. Now, notice there's a little bit of a lip right here, so it doesn't go all the way in. Let's see. But it does go further in from the back because of the groove right here. It moves right here in the top part of the bicep. And we do have double joints right here on the elbow. So that looks great. Let me see if I can push this part forward. We could probably even get the elbow a lot further in. Of course, I don't want to wear it out. But, alright. In any event, the arm does come in pretty far in. And it looks like we have a mirror image here. Oh, there we go. This one elbow came further in, and the arm is able to come real far in. So once again, we're still not sure what this is. We don't know if it's for time travel. We don't know if it's for the quantum realm. We have no idea. But we do know that they're all wearing it. So based on the leaks that we were waiting to come out in this movie, we've been dying to find out what that is. We're going to find out in just a couple weeks. And obviously, if you're watching this after the movie, you probably already know what this is, but I'm curious to find out. So we have one open hand to hold the shield right here, or one closed fist that we can still do. Either way, we can either hold an item or have a closed fist. It looks so great. It has ab cruncher here, which it goes pretty far forward and back. Now, it's a little looser than you would have liked, especially considering how tight it is right here on the shoulders. So it does move right here at the waist. Both of these are a little looser than you would anticipate, but still feels good. This leg is way looser than this one, which is way tighter. Which obviously we want it tighter, but nonetheless, it moves in the high part of the thigh. It's definitely tight here. We have double joints right here on the knees. We got some pretty good mobility, and we have some great movement right here that pivots in the right here on the ankle. Now the boots look great. Look at this. You know, so are these space suits? Are these quantum realm suits? Are they both? Because they are going to both. So interesting. We're gonna find out really soon. But Captain America looks outstanding. Let's take a really close look at this head sculpt. The eyes look great. We just wish he had the chin strap. That would complete it. So maybe I can just paint that myself. But let me get the box one more time so that you can see. We definitely want this chin strap right here, see? Close but no cigar. But still looks absolutely outstanding. Look at that. Okay. So, now let's get him in a really cool pose because he looks absolutely great. Look at this Avengers symbol, and I'm pretty sure Hank Pym would not be happy with there being an Avengers symbol until, I guess, we bring him back and he finds out, well, use my technology to save the world. Because I think it was Ant-Man and the Wasp when they showed him still as part of S.H.I.E.L.D. and leaving S.H.I.E.L.D. He's like, as far as getting his technology, he said, over my dead body. Well, he got dusted, so it's exactly what's going to happen. But nonetheless, this looks outstanding. And yeah, let's get him in a great pose and set him up over here. Okay, so this is a very simple but effective pose that definitely says Captain America. Got a strong stance. We have him like creating this fist right here, holding his shield tight to his body. Look at this. Looks great. He's definitely ready to take on the world right here. So, doesn't that look amazing? I think so. So let's get him just a scotch over here. And he looks outstanding. All right. Great. All right. Let's move on. Okay, and next we have Ronin. And Ronin is, of course, this basically different iteration of Hawkeye. Where I haven't seen the movie again, but a lot of speculation, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. That clearly he's going to lose his family in the dusting, right? After the snap. And that's going to cause him to snap. And looks like he ends up going to Japan or an Asian country over there. And kind of either learn some new skills or, you know, just takes on this whole new identity, and he looks absolutely outstanding. Now, just guessing, it looks like he's gonna end up still reverting back to Hawkeye with his bow and arrow, but while he's Ronin, it's a really cool storyline, time frame, little arc in his in these movies. So he looks really cool, and this action figure looks great. So. Look at this beautiful package. It looks absolutely outstanding. Jeremy Renner, right? And it's the same thing both ways. This is Hawkeye with swords instead of with his bow and arrow. And so Ronin looks absolutely great. So Ronin, Clint Barton, is a master sharpshooter and skilled martial artist who fights alongside the Avengers. Yep. This is a beautiful package. I love this blue. Looks just so great. Just pops right on up. And once again, look at how gorgeous this symbol looks, right? So, look at this one. Comes with the Infinity Gauntlet arm for Thanos. And let's get him on out of here. That's enough. Let's get started. So, see what we got here. Look how great this actually looks. So let's get Thanos Build-A-Figure arm out of here. And I wonder if it's the exact same fist pose as the one we had from this part down. We'll compare it at the end. And it looks very similar from here. We'll find out. Looks so great. And looks like it has pretty awesome articulation too. Ugh, it's a little stiff. Well, we'll take a look at that later. And let's look at our Ronin. And the fact that he comes with accessories, obviously a big deal. So look how great this looks. So let's zoom right on into this head. Wow, look at this. This just rolls on and off. That's kind of cool. And it just fits right there, comfortably on there. And we can turn it. We can turn his head. Wow, I'm really digging that. Look at that. Looks awesome. Yep. And then of course right here is where his swords are gonna go. I love the way this looks. This is amazing detail, guys. This is an awesome, awesome figure. Look at this jacket. So I'm sure this probably comes off. Look at this. Okay. Take that off. I wonder, this jacket does not. I was like, I wonder if it opens somewhere. Sure doesn't look like it, but it looks great, and it's like loose on there, so it looks like it is a jacket, right? So the arm goes around, opens out, nice and stiff. There we go. Moves on the high part of the of the bicep, and does have double joints at the elbows. Look at that. He has this really cool forearm piece right here, right? Reminiscent of, you know, a style similar to Batman. Obviously, it doesn't have these parts coming off, but definitely like that awesome warrior style right there. The wrists do go back and forth. They do spin around, and look at that. So you can hold a sword. I love that gold paint. Look at that. Look at this. Gorgeous gold paint right there. So it's basically the same looking hand mirror image. The same going on right here with this arm. That's outstanding, and it moves right here in the high part of the bicep, and definitely comes far in with this double joint. So this looks absolutely great. I can't get over how great this face looks. Look at that. So the legs, they are free to articulate well because this is soft plastic and it's got openings right here. So it does turn on the high part of the thigh. We do have double joints at the knees. It's nice and tight here. Okay. And then, well, it's a little loose going side to side, so just be mindful of that because it's not as tight as you would think it would be. So that's a little unfortunate, but nonetheless, it looks great. Look how awesome these boots look. Look at this. Wonder what that's supposed to be. It doesn't come right out and say it. So look at this gorgeous boots. Does pivot tons right here at the feet, the ankle, and it points and flexes. So this is an outstanding looking figure. Look at that. And this looks like cloth material. It looks so awesome, like a leather jacket, right? So let's put this back on. Let's make sure I put it on the right way, right? There we are. Hopefully I'm not putting it on upside down. Let me make sure. Because I could have sworn it came from the top. I'm gonna have to rewind this to find out. But nonetheless, look at that. Looks great, doesn't it? So let's take a look at its accessories. These. So I'm assuming that's supposed to be like a dagger down there, but let's look how great these look. It's absolutely outstanding. Let's just slide this right on in here. And then we can have him do that forearm thing that we saw in the previews, right? Look. You can slide this right on in here. So that looks absolutely outstanding. Let's bring this here. We can bring that down. As I mentioned, just like right there in the movie. That look great. Let's put his hood back on. Slide that on right down here. Boom. Look at that. That looks so outstanding. Let's bring this down this way. Let's move this. There we go. So, let's put them with both swords. Looking like really cool. So I'm gonna have to slide it in this way. There we are. And let's spread his legs to get a good strong stance. Let's see. He does feel like he crunches a little bit at the abs, just slightly. And then it does turn at the waist. So let me see if I can get a really good pose for him going. Okay, so we've got a really cool pose right here where he has his swords out. Now the interesting thing is his legs are pretty weak, and I'm concerned about that. Now he's such an amazing looking figure that I was extremely disappointed on that. Now he looks amazing. Definitely need him in your set, obviously, but man, I'm scared that posing him too much won't go well because of the fact that his legs are, look at that, just the knee joints and the hip just aren't that strong. So let me set him up right here so I can get him to stand well. Okay, cool. And you know what? He's got this really cool throwing star hand. Look at this. I love the way this looks. So we can have him just going like that. So clearly he's gonna have some of those in the movie. But this one also turns and pivots. It looks absolutely great. But we want him to be with the swords, right? So this is definitely a wonderful addition to be able to use. All right. Let's move on. This next one was so hard to find, selling out everywhere. Obviously, everybody wanted Ebony Maw, and I'm so excited because this is gonna complete our the Black Order, right? So he looks outstanding, just so great. This one comes with the leg of Thanos. This package looks amazing. Look at this. And so it was scary how much more powerful he made himself seem than Doctor Strange. And he just bested him over and over, just so many times. And so anyway, it was really cool how this scene played out in the movie though, when they were in space. So Ebony Maw, look at this beautiful artwork. The dangerous assassin Ebony Maw puts his powers of persuasion to sinister use in service of the evil Thanos. Sorry, I don't know why I was like, maybe I didn't say the right word. Maybe I read it wrong. But absolutely amazing. Look at this gorgeous outfit that they did for him. So, if you remember correctly, in Infinity War, when our heroes made it to Titan to go face Thanos, Thanos was like, "I take it the Maw's dead. The day extracts a heavy toll." Wow, look at this. Unreal. Look how great this looks. And set this aside. And here's this build figure piece. Thanos' left leg. Look at this amazing armor here. It's bad enough they couldn't stop him without the armor, but now with armor as well. Interesting. I'm sure it's gonna look amazing. So look how absolutely wonderfully detailed this guy looks. And he's also extremely tall. So that's really cool. Look at this beautiful head detail. Look at that. Looks great. Earth is closed, Squidward. Remember when Iron Man said that? So, yeah, buddy. Interesting. Okay, so he does his crunching and turning mobility here. So nothing at the waist. No ab. This is what the joint right here for the ab crunch. So let's see, the arm, his super thin arm right here, it moves well from the shoulder. This joint right here is a little bit not super strong, so just be careful and support this when you move it. Look at this, okay? So it moves on the high part of the bicep right there. We do have double joints. Oh my gosh, I thought I had cracked off. It just moved so quickly. I was like, oh no, I broke it already. Okay, so this double joint brings him right away, brings his hands all the way, and that looks outstanding. Love the way that works and looks. Okay, it's moving really well right here in the wrist. That looks outstanding. His arms are super long. Look at this. So this is kind of a mirror image, except the hand obviously is totally different. Let's see. This definitely comes all the way in as well. And look at this hand. Right? So let's see his head articulation. Moves up fairly well, especially with that hair there. Doesn't move down a whole ton, but definitely does turn to the side and pivots a little bit here. Okay? This is a super soft plastic vinyl-ish feeling right there. Look how great the detail is on this suit. The leg moves in the high part of the thigh. Got some pretty good hip joint action there. And we have a super heavy duty double joint right here on the leg. Obviously, we don't need him terribly articulating. We just need him to be able to stand up well. Look at his great boots. Look at his great shoes. And the pivot right there, just so outstanding. He looks so incredibly wonderful. Look at that. Let's see if we can bring him with a... Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? I sure think so. Alright, let me get him to the best pose we can get. Okay. Once again, we just need something simple. Like this. Look at that. And that doesn't look great. Spread his legs to have a powerful stance. And we'll move him right on over here. There we are. Maybe it's a little too close to our Ronin. There we go. Oh, we don't want him to fall forward. This thing's gonna fall forward really easily or quickly, right? Just bring his leg forward. Let's do that. There we go. That looks really awesome, actually. There we go. All right. Outstanding. I love the way this Ebony Maw looks. Okay. Next we have Living Laser, and this figure actually looks really cool. I'm being honest, I'm not real familiar with this character, but he looks great. This has the chest right here, the torso of Thanos, and it looks outstanding. Look at this really cool packaging here and colors, scheme, and everything. Let's take a look at what it says back here. Is this the exact same? It's just same art. So, okay, it says Living Laser. Look at this. Great artwork. Driven mad by jealousy, the brilliant research scientist Arthur Parks becomes the villainous Living Laser. So, let's get him out. Let's see what he's all about. And he's see-through. I'll be honest, he looks great. It's an interesting head right here that we got. Well, let's take a look at this Thanos Build-A-Figure piece. So, it looks unreal. It's beautiful gold finish right here. Just, this is soft plastic. Now, it's not super soft, it's still stiff, but it's still soft plastic, so it moves. So this is a little bit tougher, but looks great. And like this, give you an idea how tall he's gonna be. Right? Look at that. Got a whole side going here. That's gonna look outstanding. Okay, so our Living Laser. Get him on out here. And it's cool how he's got this see-through body right here. Color scheme looks outstanding. Look, it's even got this here on the side. That looks cool. Alright, so let's see. Does the head move? Barely. So, but it does turn slightly. Look at that. Obviously, it doesn't go back and forth and up and down. And he does have this extra butterfly joint, so I'm really excited about that. Look at this. Bring this all the way back here. Boom! So, look at this great mold right here. It moves above the bicep. We have this double joint right here, so we can bring the arm really close in. With this fist, it does turn and pivot well. We have two fists, which I normally don't like. on a character unless they're like super strong or like super smashers and punchers, or perhaps Captain America would be fine too. But it does look good on this figure, especially since he's summoning this power, and the fact that he has this extra joint right here. Look at the paint job on him. Looks great. The ab crunches nice and tight and well. Turns right here at the waist. So yeah, let's see, nice and stiff right here at the hip joints. Great double joint right here, and he moves in the high part of the shin, and so there we go. We got great mobility right here. Now I'm thinking this is probably just a Spider-Man body, or most of this is probably a Spider-Man body, especially with the butterfly joints here, and the fact that it's thin and has like a Spider-Man-ish type foot. That's probably what it is. But what a great paint job, what a great mold. And yeah, let's see what we got here. So this looks like this electricity charging out here, and I know it's like kind of washed out here, but let's have him just kind of maniacally coming up like this. Now there is the joint on the high part of the thigh right there, and let me see what kind of pose we can get for this guy. Okay, I'm super excited about this. Look, he's just charged, looking so outstanding, and has this strong stance right here. He's gonna look so short next to Ebony Maw. Look at that. But he looks great. I can tell you that much. Look at that. Tell me those don't look amazing. I sure think so. Alright, let's move on. Okay, and next we have Nighthawk. This one looks kind of cool. I'm not sure how I feel because I'm not super familiar with this figure, and my thoughts are this is going to be really big and stiff and not going to be able to stand up well because of it. So as far as the figure looks, he does look really interesting and really neat. And look at this great artwork right here. Too bad it's the same picture 3 times, because that's unfortunate, but cool emblem right here. We have the weapon for Thanos in the other arm, so that looks great. And let's see what it says back here. It says,
Marvel's Nighthawk. Originally a member of Squadron Sinister, the wealthy Kyle Richmond has a change of heart and joins the Defenders.
look at this really cool, like, wannabe Logan deal going on right here. Look at his outfit. It's kind of like super tight PJs. And, yep, let's take a look at him. I'm fascinated. And cool. I like his comic book boots. Interesting that the claws are also yellow, so I mean, I'm sure that could be modified with a cool paint job. So let's set that aside. And let's take a look at our Thanos pieces. This is just unreal how huge this is. This looks so outstanding. Look at that. That aside, let's look at Thanos' right arm. Oh wow, cool. So this goes in there. Oh, it looks like it was supposed to be. I was like, it just pops in there, but no, it's supposed to be glued. So we're gonna have to glue this. That's alright. That's no biggie. Okay, we'll just glue that later. So it doesn't keep popping off. But it looks outstanding. Look at that. Okay. And then, let's see. Looks like we do have 2 trays. Let's see. We have one tray for the body and the one tray for the cape. It's interesting because they get creative sometimes. And it's just really to set them in front of it so it's not leaning against it. So, looks like this cape does come off. We just have to pop the head off. But that being said, it looks very much like what I've seen them do in the comic book pictures, especially when you look online and you search this figure. But it's so loose that you put it right here, the peg in there, and it's still too heavy to stand him up like that. So you have to kind of lean him on the cape to stand him up with the cape well. So let's take a close look. It is like soft but stiff plastic. We got, you know, some pretty good head articulation. Let's zoom in and take a close look at that. So, you know, looks alright. I'm not a terribly big fan, but it looks alright. I'm sure somebody has to be a fan of Nighthawk. So, you know what I just thought about? Nah, that's probably not the case. So, let's see. I don't like that his elbow joint feels really loose. But when I say loose, I mean like a soft, like gummy plastic. Okay, so it's cool that his shoulder clicks, because obviously it's going to stay well. His arm does rotate back well. It moves really good in the upper part of the bicep. We do have double joints, but these double joints are kind of gummy. Look. Gummy, 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 gummy. So, let's see. These Wolverine wannabe claws right here, they are soft, so be careful there. His wrist does move in and out, so that's got good articulation. You know, I am digging this hawk symbol right here. It looks alright. Looks almost like Phoenix. But he ab crunches well right here. This cape does come out really easily because there's nothing for it really to sit on up here. And so it looks like, you know, it's got a cool little cutout right here. I'm digging the boots. Let's see, moving right here at the waist. These double joints on the knees actually move really good. The upper part of the thigh. And, okay, good. It does turn right here on the high part of the boot. And then it pivots well on the foot. So, I think we're going to have to crouch him down so that he can stand with the help of his cape. So, let me see if I can adjust it that way, okay? Okay, so we got actually a pretty good action pose. Look at this. So, I'm going to bring it down right here. Take a closer look. It's actually pretty cool. Now, that being said, he's leaning on the cape on these pressure points right here and here. We widen his stance so that the cape can touch the table. And it actually looks really cool here. The thing is, I don't know how many stances we can get without supporting the cape. So, just keep that in mind. It actually looks really cool, but this figure is probably just going to go back in the box when we're done. So let's set him right over here. Let's make sure we can have him stand well based on this cape right here. So, otherwise, we're working well. So that looks great, right? All right, let's move on. Okay, so we have 2 more action figures and then we can do our Build-A-Figure. So here's Citizen V, and another one that's from the comics and not from the movie. And it was kind of interesting because I was like, I've seen him before, wasn't real familiar with his story, and the write-up in the back seems to be slightly off actually. Because I was like, let me look a little bit more online to see what I can find out about Citizen V. And there were multiple people that have played the role of Citizen V. So this one says, Baron Helmut Zemo adopts the alias Citizen V and leads the heroic Thunderbolts into battle against various villains. Now, obviously, if you know all about Citizen V, tell us in the comments below. But it seemed like he was obviously a Baron Zemo, who we know is a villain, at some point did take on Citizen V after a couple of people had already been it, and I guess paraded to pretend to be a good guy, and then even teamed up like with the Thunderbolts, and then they found out he's a villain and they kicked him out, and like then eventually he gets like killed, and I don't know, his consciousness, it seemed all wild. So I'm not real sure what went there with his story arc, but anyway, it seemed a little all over the place. But nonetheless, this version, his design looked really cool. It looked really patriotic there. So let me set this aside. Let's take a look at our Build-A-Figure piece. And look at this great design right here on this Thanos battle armor leg. Looks so outstanding, and it's really coming together over here. Look at this. Okay, awesome. So let's get him on out of here. And once again, it's that soft but stiff plastic. Get him and his sword on out of here. Now, at least he has a sword. I was a little disappointed that our Nighthawk over here did not have any sort of accessory. And I don't count his costume as an accessory. that cape doesn't do it for me. Alright, so at least this one has a sword, has something, right? And let's see. I'm sure it probably pops off. Yep, sure does. This looks like it's the exact same mold as this one, except we have different gloves here and different boots. So, anyway, we have a loose belt, and he's really just blue. So, taking a closer look, this is a cool mask. I can definitely admit that. With some outstanding head articulation. Look at that. Okay. The arms move nice and tight, so that's good. Mirror image, of course. Different hands, but let's take a look. It moves the high part of the bicep, which is usually the most common. We do have double joints here. Comes in pretty well, you know. Nice enough beyond the 90-degree angle. Good wrist movement. Oh, look, there's a little rubber band there. May as well leave it there. He's gonna hold that really well. And I like the wraps right here on the forearms. That looks cool. I like this cutlass-looking sword, right? Except it's really long, so it's not just like a pirate cutlass. Come here, you scallywag. Alright, so wow, this one's super stiff and even clicking, unlike this one here. Let's see, we've got some good mobility there. This one is really cool with this. It's a good design fist and the red wraps right there. He does crunch right here at the abs, turns right here at the waist, and then he has this, I don't know what you call this, but this little belt going deal right here. And I don't know if this is supposed to be loose like that, but it looks cool. We got some, alright, so these are some well put together legs. The hips are nice and stiff right there. It moves the upper part of the thigh. We do have a really good mobility right here on the double joints of the knees. And it turns to the high part of the boot, so that's good. Gives us this extra articulation. Look how great that looks right there at the ankle. And so, this is curved a little bit because it's been pushed against the plastic. Look at this cape right here. It looks obviously like Star Spangled Banner, right? It's got this trim that's white on the edges. So that looks cool. And then of course it's got this peg right here, so it can just go right in his back right here. Go over his shoulders. But of course the cape is heavy, so you're gonna have to really support him with a stance or get him in a stand. And you know what? I think I have one right here, so that we don't have to have him crouching down, because I'm sure he'd want to be really tall and proud and not crunching his abs and so on. So let's bring his arm and sword down like this. Let's have him coming across, and ooh, there we go. Oh, I guess I can't really have it here without him floating off. Let's see. There we go. There we are. So that looks pretty all right. I'm actually digging that pretty good. Of course, we do require the stand. Oops, let's move his foot. That looks a little funny. And we do need the stand to have him, to support him. But it looks great, I'll tell you that much. It looks like it's definitely waving in the wind. Look at that. So that looks cool. It definitely looks cool. I'll set that right over here. Let's zoom out. And we have one last figure. Oops, let me fix this boot again, because I never really got it in there. I have one last figure before our Build-A-Figure piece. Let's set him right there. That looks great. All of our capes on one side and no capes on the other. Okay. Our last figure, it's Hercules. And he looks really cool actually, and I'm glad he has some accessories, because that was lacking a little bit. And look at this awesome Thanos head. Amazing. So look at this cool art. Unfortunately, it's the same picture 3 times, because it's neat when we have, you know, maybe these match, but this one's a totally different picture. And looks good. Looks cool. And let's get him out. Well, before I get that, let me read the back. It says, Marvel's Hercules, an immortal champion of Olympus. Hercules uses his immense strength to battle evil and protect the world. Wow, look, he's veining out here because he's super strong. And this concept art looks outstanding. Love this blue also. So, let's get this bad boy on out of here. And that way we can get review him and then take a look at our Build-A-Figure Thanos. So, this Thanos helmet, head with a helmet, looks unreal. We're going to take a look at that in a moment. It looks absolutely outstanding. So, set that aside. Let's get our Hercules out. Wow, he's even smirking. Cool. So let me tell you guys, I'm sure if you watch our channel often, you saw me hunting all around town for these bad boys. And finally, what you don't know is that when I went to Walmart, I finally was able to find one where I knew they were going to come out. And I got there. They had the whole wave on the shelves. They had just put on the shelves because they were stocking. And I grabbed them all, put them in my arms. Not even a minute or two later, I kid you not, somebody walked up, wanted to buy them, was like, oh my gosh, did they just put them out? And I got the last Ebony Maw and Hercules, and he's like, oh, can I just see it? So I felt bad for the guy, but you know, we need it too. So had we been late, he wouldn't have been sorry for us. He'd have been like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. So look how great this looks. He's got a really cool beard. Wow, he's even got like almost like a man bun going on here. So he's got this right here. Look at this mask helmet deal going right here. This is cool. Look at this emblem right here. That looks awesome for this belt. Looks like he has tons of stuff in this little man fanny pack going on right here. So he's definitely veining out. Got chest hair. This is an action figure with chest hair. Man, that one was a blast. Space seems to go on forever. Sorry, I just like doing that voice. So he's definitely big and buff. Look at that. And he's got fists. Oh, he's got open hands too. Look at that. So we can have him. Let's turn him right here. Flexing. So that looks cool. He moves right here at the high part of the bicep. And because his muscles are so big, his arm does come more than 90-degree angle, but only that much. So this is cool. Parts right here around his wrist. We got good movement with the fist, so that looks great. Great articulation. Look at this. Good ab crunching. That was a little looser than I would have thought. Let's see. The head doesn't go back terribly far. Oh, it should. Look at that, because there's a track. There we go. I heard that click. The head actually moves ridiculously far back. Look at this. So just clarifying that it actually moves ridiculously far back. Look at that. Okay, so it probably means ridiculously far down. Sure does, look. So he's definitely showing off his strength. Look at that. Okay, so turns right here at the waist. We've got a little bit looser than I imagined right here at the hips, but moves well. Let's see. There we are. Moves the high part of the thigh. This one's looser than this one. Got double joints right here at the legs. That's pretty good. Let's see. It does turn this high part of the boots right here with his belts. These are really cool looking boots and belted off really awesome. That looks really cool. So let's I don't like how loose it is right here at the ab crunch. So let's take a look at these weapons. These are actually some really cool looking weapons. Look at this. This like 3-edged axe. That looks awesome. Look at this unreal sword. It looks so awesome. And I wonder if it goes right in here. It sure does. Look at that. And then this axe. Gonna ask you a question. Boom! Uh-oh, it's a little tight in there. So there we are. Was able to slide in. And that looks really cool, right? So let's see what these hands look like. Let's go ahead and just swap his hands out so that we can have him hold these really cool accessories. Weapons. So this will come off once you slide the hand off, so just be careful. Okay, I just want to see how that was right there. Okay. Put that right on, just twist. Snaps right there. Put these hands away so we don't lose them. Oops, and put them like this. They'll stay. Boom. Okay. Let me set this aside and let's pose him there with those really cool weapons. Nice. Okay. So let's pull this back out. Let's pull this back out. And let's put this sword right in here. And yep, let's have him, like if he's pulling this one out, slide it right on in there. Let's see how I can get a really cool stance but still go with our dudes over here. Oh, and I forgot his hips are super loose, so let me see. Okay, cool. So look, I just have him a really confident pose right here. Like, no one can match me. No one's as strong as me. Look at that. So you really think you can challenge me? Yeah, right. So he just lazily holds his weapons right here. And yeah, I think that actually looks outstanding. So let's put him right on over here. So we can stand him up. Let's spread his legs. Look how great that looks. Outstanding. All right. Awesome. And now let's move on to the final part. Dun-dun-dun-dun. The part you've been waiting for or skipped forward to. So either way, it's all good. Let's get our build a figure pieces on out of here. Boom. So we can build this guy together. Look how great this looks. So this is unreal. We wanted this just for this Thanos, didn't we? So, alright. First of all, let's get this head right on over here. Simple little twist. That already looks amazing. Let's get this Infinity Gauntlet arm. It needs to snap. There we go, or click. Look at that. Unbelievable. Okay, let's get this one on in here. Just push in like so. Until you hear a click or a snap. Oh, I forgot that part. Cool. That's gonna go here. And we're gonna need to glue that because it came loose. Alright, look how great that looks already. Okay. Let's just twist this leg up on here. Move his little man skirt out of the way. There we go. Look how big he is already. Same thing with this one. Jam it all up in there. And man, does he look outstanding. Jeez. Okay. So let's put this weapon right here in his hand. Ooh. There we go. Just slide it on in there from the top down then. Look at that. So we're going to take a closer look. Look how great this looks. So this Thanos is huge. Look how big he is compared to the other guys. See? Looks massive. Look at this absolute great grimacing face. His head moves back pretty far. Up, pretty far down. Turns. Yes, love the way it looks. Look at this wonderful looking helmet. Look at his gold armor. He looks absolutely outstanding. Look at that. So his arm moves. Notice how it moves at the shoulder only, not above the bicep. You know, we say it all the time. Don't they all move above the bicep? No, they don't. This one does not. See, on neither one of the arms. And because of the shape of this armor, it's only going to go so far back too. But decent amount far back. The elbows are only going to come into barely more than a 90-degree angle on that one, and not more than a 90-degree angle on this one. So let's see, it still at least turns there. Look. Okay. The wrist does move back and forth. Let me see. I'm going to need to support this one to move it. I don't want to crack his wrist off. So, there we go. Once I can loosen it up, perhaps. But this Infinity Gauntlet looks unreal. So, this wrist let's see, does this move? It does move, of course, and it goes back and forth here, but this is gonna pop this off, so we'll leave it at that. He does ab crunch, so that's cool, right? Okay. All right. We got mobility at the high part of the thigh. The hips do move pretty well. He does not turn at the waist, so that's important to know. He does not turn at the waist. I repeat, he does not turn at the waist. Okay, so we have this right here, which is, you know, softer plastic than the stiff ones over there, but definitely still semi-stiff. Right here we have great double articulation at the knees, double joints, and then the feet do turn, pivot, and go back and forth ever so slightly. So Thanos isn't going to be jumping around like Spider-Man, so he doesn't need this crazy, ridiculous articulation. He just needs to look really outstanding and scary. So this is a great face he's making in pose. Look at that. So that looks amazing. So let's just see what he looks like in size, and I'm sure you're gonna love the way this looks. So let's zoom on out. It looks absolutely unreal. Let's bring this down right here. Let's bring this over here. And until I glue that thing, I just gotta be mindful that it's loose. Look at that. So this Thanos looks just sick. Let's stand him up a little bit straighter. Look at that. Let's bring this down right here, closer to his body. Yep. That looks just amazingly outstanding. He doesn't even need to spread his legs to stand. He just needs to have a strong enough stance. So that looks absolutely amazing. Let's bring this Infinity Gauntlet in like this, and let's have him, maybe we have him like this. So guys, tell me what you think. We're coming to a conclusion, but you know what, let me get the deluxe action figure from Hasbro. You'll see the size comparison, and if you want, let me compare him to the other Thanos action figures. I'll tell you what, let's do that. So let me find, here it is. So that way you can see. Here we have the original Build-A-Figure Thanos we got from Avengers Infinity War. Now clearly there's been some vast improvements, especially like on the color scheme. Look at that. And the face detail and so on. Now, right after that, or actually for the Marvel 10 years, there was vast improvements on that Thanos. Look at this. The color scheme, the gold paint, the detail within the gold paint, the open Infinity Gauntlet. Look at that. So absolutely outstanding. This one is a superior follow-up to this one, but I will say I'm happy to have this one. I'm glad we had this closed fist, because before this I thought it was just going to be these two. So too bad this head doesn't match that one, which obviously we could paint it, because then we can't switch them for different heads. And this one is basically the same face he's making, except with a helmet. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, guys. I want to thank you so much for joining us here today. Thank you for watching our channel, and subscribe please if you've not already. Turn on the notification bell, and we make videos just about every day, so we try to have them every day. So please come back and visit our channel, whether or not you're getting notifications, to see what video we put out every morning. We try to have one between, you know, really early in the morning, hopefully before 10 o'clock, sometimes as early as 4 a.m. all the way to 10 a.m. is usually when we have the video come out, and it's there waiting for you when you wake up, so that you can watch as soon as you wake up, or you know what, you can check it out later in the day. So guys, thanks again for watching Vincent GD's Super Channel G. I can't wait to talk to you later, and I will see you soon. Bye. Peace out.
Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent GG's Super Channel G. I gotta tell you, these are
incredible action figures that you're not going to want to miss. The unboxing, the review, everything is amazing. So guys, stay tuned. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, please follow us by clicking on the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you can be notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We can't wait to talk to you. And guys, yeah, give us a big thumbs up. So why don't we go ahead and get started right now?
It's so nice to meet you, Gigi.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Congratulations on all your success.
Alright friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Look what we have for you here today. It is the Marvel Legends 2-pack from Avengers Endgame that's coming up. This is Marvel's Hawkeye and Black Widow. And we got these 2-packs at Target. If you watched our toy hunting video, and that was so outstanding, right? So exciting. And so let me just tell you, it comes with these 3 heads to swap out. And obviously, Black Widow here has the female version of this quantum realm suit, or, you know, obviously, if you're watching this before the movie came out, we're not 100% sure still what's going on here. You know, obviously a lot of speculation about these looking like quantum realm suits. And if you're watching this after the movie, obviously you already know. But on this female figure, we're able to swap these heads out so that we can put Nebula, if we like, and make this into a Nebula character because they're wearing the same suits. Same here, we have Hawkeye here. You can swap the head out with Ant-Man or Iron Man, and it's the same thing. Now technically you could probably do Thor, just about anybody, and it would work. Same here. So they look amazing. Can't wait to get them open. And so because they can swap out the heads like that, that's how we were able to do this. See? So I have Iron Man with his head already on here, and Nebula. Doesn't that look so great? Look at that. And it looks like 2 different sets. It looks absolutely outstanding. So anyway, that's how that was done. Let's take a look at the package before we get it open. There's an awesome picture of Hawkeye right here. So there's Clint right there. And here is Black Widow. Doesn't she look so great right here? Right, Natasha? Looks absolutely outstanding. And let's see what it says here on the back, because look at this beautiful artwork. It's technically the same picture, right? So, from the ranks of S.H.I.E.L.D. to the growing team of Avengers, Black Widow and Hawkeye put their expert training to use as they suit up to defend their world and universe from intergalactic threats. This beautiful artwork right here. Absolutely outstanding. Love how this looks. Why don't we go ahead and get this bad boy open, right? So, this is the actual set right here. Let's open it up and let's take a look. What do you say? Alright, my friends. Here we go. There we go. We definitely don't want to bend that. And let's get her on out of here. Here we are. So, let's take a look at this Hawkeye right here. Doesn't he look outstanding? I think so. Look at that. First glance, here's Nebula. Look at this awesome head right here. It's got great detail. We'll bring it out closer in a minute. Look at this awesome Ant-Man. And look at this awesome Iron Man. I'm a little curious because I'm thinking this is the Mark 85 helmet. And it looks cool from the side and from the back. But I don't think the gold's supposed to go all the way up that far. Nonetheless, here is Black Widow. She looks so great. She's got that battle braid going. And we'll take a look at what they look like. So, first off, let's get Hawkeye on out of here. So once again, movie hasn't come out yet. Still has a few weeks to come out. So you'll have the advantage watching this, you know, on your phone if the movie's already come out by the time you're watching this. But if not, we're doing a lot of speculating here because we definitely would love to know what's happening in this. You know, we see where Hawkeye becomes Ronin. Is that well before this part? You know, do they save him from himself? No, don't know. But what we do know is I can't wait to find out. So here is Hawkeye. He's got this really cool hairdo going. Look at that. Doesn't it look outstanding? Looks absolutely great. So, yeah, buddy, look at that. Love the way that looks. So look at this awesome suit right here. Definitely looks outstanding. Definitely looks like Hank Pym's, a work of Hank Pym, and maybe obviously modified. We're gonna find out if it's modified by Tony Stark or what. Man, I love the fact that these joints are nice and tight. Look at that, kind of clicks around as it goes, and definitely stays good in that joint right there. So moves the high part of the over the bicep. Now, interestingly enough, let's see, we got double joint on the elbows, but this little piece right here of elbows keeping it from going all the way back. We can bring the arm in pretty close, you know, well beyond a 90-degree angle. And the hand bends back and forth and spins. Good. And it has it nice and open so that we can use that, whether if this was Thor's head we were putting on there, so we can put Stormbreaker. And so the other arm obviously does the mirror image stuff going on here. So that looks great. And we have one close fist with, we're not even sure what this does yet, right? We're not sure. So can't wait to find out. Once I see the movie, obviously I know exactly what's happening, but we don't know if this helps them time travel, if this helps them is some sort of shrinking regulator. We don't know, not yet. So this wrist does go back and forth, but it's nice and tight here. There we go. And spins around. So that's cool. We got some good ab crunching here. Look at that. And let's see his head articulation. Goes back a decent amount. Goes forward a tremendous amount. Look at that. And then kind of swivels a little bit and turns all the way left and right. So that looks outstanding. Turns here at the waist. And looks like the legs articulate really well. Moving the high part of the thigh. They got pretty good hip movement right here. So that's awesome. And with his double joint at the knee, the leg comes in pretty well. Look at these really cool boots. So pivots right here at the ankle. And then points and flexes. So it looks really good. So with this Hawkeye, we can definitely put his bow and arrow right in here. And let's see if I can just jam it in his hand. Let me just take a look at this. Come on, my friend. There we go. Let's hold this. Let me make sure I have it facing the right way, actually. Alright, so check this out. So he doesn't have any arrows, obviously, but he looks super cool. I'm really digging this Hawkeye. Look at this awesome suit. Look at the great detail. Look at the awesome boots. Doesn't that look amazing? Absolutely looks great. Okay, awesome. Let's set him aside right over here and move on to our Scarlet. I'm sorry, not Scarlet Witch. Because it's Scarlett Johansson. I almost said Scarlet Witch. But this is our Black Widow. Let's carefully pop her out. Don't want to mess up this little braid right here, which I'm sure can be torn off on accident. So look how great this action figure looks. Got great face detail. Moves pretty well. You know, not amazing, but moves really well considering the hair comes all the way down to here. Look at the great detail on the braid. Look at that. Oh, another one here. Wow, she's got like this French braid and this like Leonidas wave braid. So the suit looks very reminiscent to the other one, female version. And wow, look at this double joint. Really brings her arm in really well. And some great mobility for being in this suit. Let's see what sort of ab crunching we have. Okay, so we have movement right here underneath the rib cage. It actually moves a lot back. Just not a whole lot forward, but it definitely tilts side to side. Look at that. Right, so arm movement all the way around. Goes in the high part of the bicep, and this outstanding double joint right here at the elbows. Let's see the wrist. The wrist should move in and out. There they go. And turn around. Look at that. So, you spin, move forward and back, and then there is that thing again. Okay, there's no movement at the waist, so it moves here. And we have some really good articulation. Not amazing, but good right here. The thigh is nice and tight. This one's a little looser than I would have hoped it would be, but definitely. Let's see. We got some really good joints right here for the knee, double joints, and then point and flex really well, and pivot. So great. So those look absolutely outstanding. Let's see, is there anything we're forgetting? No, it looks pretty awesome. I definitely got to say that. Interesting, like there's like a little lip here, so they're supposed to be like boots, I guess. But why would you want that poking out here? Maybe in the front, but not in front of it, but not right here where you would sit down and stand up. Anyway, it was whoever designed the suits. I'm sure they look like that in the movie. Let's take a look at the other weapons that are on here. Let's give the ones to Black Panther. I'm sorry, I'm calling her everything but what she is. She's not Scarlet Witch, she's Scarlett Johansson, and she's not Black Panther, she's Black Widow. So, let me catch myself there. Look how awesome these are, right? So it can make one big, like, bow staff, and then come off and go doo 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 doo. So let's have her holding these. Look how amazing that looks. Let's have her raise her arm and lead with this bad boy. What do you think about that? I think it looks absolutely great. Let's see if we can get a good pose to where we can have her standing, yet still ready to jump into action. Okay, that looks pretty awesome. It sure does. Alright, let's see. Please stay there, because that would be incredible. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. Look. Some of that doesn't look amazing. There, let's get a little focus action. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some great pics here. Okay, so that looks outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Let's look at this head here for Nebula. I'll tell you what, let me just open the other one. You can take a look at all these. And here's a weapon. So we can have Nebula use, right? Alright, so look how great this one looks. It's the same figures. So it's April Fool's Day, but you don't have to be fooled. And now we're going into, I guess, technically April 2nd, since it's already in the wee hours of the morning. Already after midnight. So let's get this bad boy out. It says nothing about Iron Man in the back. And let's have them slide right on out. Super excited about this. And now we just need to put another one of the male heads to put, you know, Thor, since we already have a Captain America, so on and so forth, right? Alright, cool. Let's see this Iron Man out. Push this bad boy. So it's the same suit. Now what's interesting is that now that this would have swapped the heads, I actually don't think, you know, this was come up like that. I think it's actually just supposed to be like this. And then the back and the sides is supposed to be cool like this, I believe. But maybe it's just concept art that they were copying and have like that. And who knows? I could be way wrong. But I know there were some leaks about the Hot Toys that are coming out. The Hot Toys did not have that, but they had the Iron Man 85 suit with all its glory and cool features happening. But nonetheless, it looks outstanding, even if this paint isn't really supposed to be that. So it's great articulation here. It's essentially the same figure, so there's not going to be a whole lot new, but yeah, buddy, look how great that looks. Absolutely looks great. So let's put him here. There we are. Doesn't that look outstanding? So I guess let me just show you what the Ant-Man head looks like, and then we'll go over to Nebula. Look at that. These are usually soft, and they're definitely soft today. Look at that. We definitely don't want to tear them off. So that looks outstanding. Let's get our Nebula out. Yep. And let's put her right over here. First of all, look how great her face sculpt looks. It looks so unreal. This beautiful paint job here. Beautiful colors. Look at that. Beautiful detail. My goodness. Nebula looks awesome. Nebula looks awesome. So, great suit. And let's put that gun in her hand. A little piece of tape right here. Let's slide it right on up. And all we have to do is put it in here. That's it. Oh, it's not really tight in there, it's loose. So maybe that'll help. Let's see if we can get it to look this way. Sorry, I was like just admiring how great this figure looks. There we are. Man, tell me that does not look incredible. Look at that. If I can get this, there we go. To be still. It looks amazing. So, let's zoom right on in. Let me tell you how incredible this looks. Man, look at that. Yeah, buddy. I don't know what you're thinking out there, but if it's anything close to what I'm thinking, it's that these look unreal. Just absolutely outstanding. I am dumbfounded and flabbergasted. Which are actually, if you're not familiar with those words, aren't as bad as they sound. It's actually a good thing. So guys, if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you can get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. And yeah, guys, we can't wait to see our next video. So we have finally found the whole set of Marvel Legends, the individual that make the Build-A-Figure Thanos with the battle armor. So you're not going to want to miss that one. It's going to be coming up real soon, probably for tomorrow. So we're going to be working on that and all the Lego sets. So guys, thanks again for watching Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G.